no bonsam na ma oye dey oye enti akofo ado ne de woye bonsam by yourself
maka asem way it will be like a prophecy me okumangra makasa me say baby agye bi dan kwa wiye no e hwana na do bewu me na me ka tere mo
enti na me ka che o say ye kan aboneyefo a ye nka bonsam nka
David se bonsam de ono na
wono bone am oye nyina no bonsam na ma oye dey oye enti akofo ado ne de woye bonsam by yourself yes
what to ton on yes why
ya me de to wo no a
alaji we no de me sere wa
me che say ade me na me ka
okay
de akofo ado oye ni kurom ha no ke se eburu na buoku no
Vice President Baumianiri accident na wenya no me de me do me de me de papa the from expecting to say I don't want to play any sympathy game me de me de cause in no man e koso Ghana ye ka wuntie no debi ana ubehu unum pito unum sefufu dia waye free na ori me ko dia uhini beso suo say onsu
who said we are not going to take care of Ekufuado last but na ka kiremo be say Ekufuado obi ambodi tu obi ankuno ono abi within 6 months ono a ne boni bi kuno.
we can't afford to lose more there was so man way and say I was see sure Ekufuado ne bawomia the exit way na ye the president Ekufuado ko dina court ye dina sam
na Ekufuado obe yare obewu obi ambodi tu boni Ekufuado we di no ebe kumo
akofo ade de obebo man no
ase obaye se na amanfo kan yin ehu bi VSHS no ne ma bia ode abeba
wo kan nyina wo boa
ase se like ko senior high schools no an kra no ko school free
wo mo ko school free wo free bebrebe e de aho kire na eba
okay
the Ghana for the first time am be human pania ye de ne kodira kota kodina sem ene Ekufuado Ekufuado will go to jail. Ekufuado will die in prison. I am telling you.
Sam George, who the hell do you think you are? Foolishness. We pay you. Master, I don't want any foolish idiot to text me later. Who the hell is Sam George? I say, who the hell is that fool? I'm ready for you any day. Foolish man. Ube who say, a drobi o baby. Me say, remember we drag a dem. Me say, ube wrong what na form. Me, I'm telling you that. If somebody thinks I'm sitting here because of Mahama, then you are stupidly stupid. I'm telling you. You can call your Mahama and ask him. And if John Mahama thinks I'm sitting here because of him, he is taken stupidly. Sam George, who the hell do you think you are? Foolishness. We pay you. Master, I don't want any foolish idiot to text me later. Who the hell is Sam George? I say, who the hell is that fool? I'm ready for you any day. Foolish man. Ube who say, a drobi o baby. Me say, remember we drag a dem. Me say, ube wrong what na form. Me, I'm telling you that. If somebody thinks I'm sitting here because of Mahama, then you are stupidly stupid. I'm telling you. You can call your Mahama and ask him. And if John Mahama thinks I'm sitting here because of him, he is taken stupidly. Sam George, who the hell do you think you are? Foolishness. We pay you. Master, I don't want any foolish idiot to text me later. Who the hell is Sam George? I say, who the hell is that fool? I'm ready for you any day. Foolish man. Ube who say, a drobi o baby. Me say, remember we drag a dem. Me say, ube wrong what na form. Me, I'm telling you that. If somebody thinks I'm sitting here because of Mahama, then you are stupidly stupid. I'm telling you. You can call your Mahama and ask him. And if John Mahama thinks I'm sitting here because of him, he is taken stupidly. Sam George, who the hell do you think you are? Foolishness. We pay you. Master, I don't want any foolish idiot to text me later. Who the hell is Sam George? I say, who the hell is that fool? I'm ready for you any day. Foolish man. Ube who say, a drobi o baby. Me say, remember we drag a dem. Me say, ube wrong what na form. Me, I'm telling you that. If somebody thinks I'm sitting here because of Mahama, then you are stupidly stupid. I'm telling you. You can call your Mahama and ask him. And if John Mahama thinks I'm sitting here because of him, he is taken stupidly.
And you'll be
way since then. But since then, a lot of things have changed. And one of the major changes in the media landscape is technology and the new media. And so we don't have traditional media as we knew it. in terms of media houses, you either had a newspaper publishing organization or you had a broadcasting organization. The media has become a bit decentralized, and because anybody who has a phone and a camera can report news to the public, and it means that communications is dealing with a wider range of people, not only traditional, well-organized media houses, but also individuals, especially the new group called bloggers, who go to events with journalists and vie for positions with them to get the best shots and the best stories, and they just go with their phone, edit, and then they put the news out. So the media landscape has changed, and the sources of information has changed. And in many cases, it is those people who are setting the agenda, because for most of our stations in the morning, they're taking a lot of news from what 1957 covered or what GH something covered. And they have all these, their little inscriptions they put on their videos. And that drives the discussion in the morning. So they become a very important part of that segment, but are unregulated. And so sometimes they go to the extreme. The language is filthy. I mean, they can just, a very important part of that segment, but are unregulated. And so sometimes they go to the extreme. The language is filthy. I mean, they can just, go to town, either insulting somebody or sometimes on the limits of hate speech. And these are things that in the whole world, people are beginning to look at and say, how can we regulate hate speech? How can we regulate, extreme foul language,
Look at that Lumba. Osrano bo we get time in Ghana. Ajantira nyom since so born you want him that Lumba Ghana. When we say we lead any positive pact. No. Or chairman kwasia for the time we do not be born kwasia jantira nom na enkwara ni di echire or nam hada di Lumba but so the namasa no ko so chin. Since so born you want him that Lumba Ghana. When we say we lead any positive pact. No. Or chairman kwasia for the time we do not be born kwasia jantira nom na enkwara ni di echire or nam hada di Lumba but so the namasa no ko so chin.
Way since then, but are unregulated. And so sometimes they go to the extreme. The language is filthy. I mean, they can just, go to town, either insulting somebody or sometimes on the limits of hate speech. And these are things that in the whole world, people are beginning to look at and say, how can we regulate hate speech? How can we regulate, extreme foul language,
And when I find myself doing Canada than moi, I hear Agbewi. And I want to for free, I want to crumble and crime, I'm than Quasia for. Or to I want to find myself doing Canada than moi, I hear Agbewi. And I want to for free, I want to crumble and crime, I'm than Quasia for. Or to
we are not going to take care of Ekufuado. Last but not catch them. We say Ekufuado be body to Obian Kuno or not within 6 months or no, the pony be Kuno. Nane Ekufuado, Obeyare Obu, Obian body to Bonnie Ekufuado Etino, Ebe Kuno.
Gavin Taylor. Now,
way since then, which, and so it's just an issue I'm raising so that all of us can begin to think drives the discussion in the morning. So they become a very important part of that segment, but are unregulated. And so sometimes they go to the extreme. The language is filthy. I mean, they can just, go to town, either insulting somebody or sometimes on the limits of hate speech.
right, welcome to the reason show. We say for me church obi pia. Baby a utibia utimi kabia me chia pa. Yatena say my late kakra nanso so na me twa information bi. Papa ya odasi wo ye the president of this country. Ede na see ede na ba. Twa me wa ha say. Pacho she page no ne yento so wa ha say ne yenko yanim. Na yatena say na me twa se wo be kasa wie. John Mahama, what do John Mahama think komo bi na ye de mun sembe brem wono asa ne wo say ohiam paibo John Mahama se munya fast man bosu kana se ohiam paibo munya fast man because dia kono emu aye den ye behwe ansem ne yahwem na oti asem o kan ye na Ghana fon centrofo no Ghana Journalists Association no ene na hia na nanu na me twen se me pesa metie the reactions and the attributes of this president, John Mahama. And it's na me check a crab, na what in some more kind. Mahama say, wabe president, who said in the social media, and you pani be a kasa, a filthy, a kasa fin, a hate speech or time. Ish, and I'm a Kai, president, we okay. It's John Mahama, you okay? Sir. Da bay and who say and that year and Kodane Kasa ni be a filthy. Mr. President o Kraimu. Why yes sir Yabeka can be a na ebuoni entitia ye wonti enutina ye kan yasamwa emra ye nyete yendidi natem. But Sir John Mahama see today senani etimia bie amana hu say media no so which is the social media no most of the people are using filthy words. Hate speech. And today, no Mr. President, we are shame to this country. And we are hypocrite to this democracy. Mr. President, we are hypocrite to this democracy. To the sense, say, you are telling us today, say, after what to say, and you probably use filthy words, and you use hate speech. Meanwhile, there are a lot of boys. Woman report to say, woman, your boys. Mr. President, my do we yaw. Na baby yetete minti na mintimi nyu sa filthy words ni bi mawo. Baby am yetete minti no, mintimi nyu sa filthy words mi fa mawo. But enkoda, o ma se wo ma no. On authority, they speak with impunity. And today, what by our power? O mo keka wadwe kire mpanimfo. Opani bia woni andi sinya adwene bia no. Such boys, these boys we mu etwini pa gina ho ehoro wo mo e wo media no so. And today, John Mahama said ye. Today, John Mahama said ye. Some amount for can be and wash wrong. And until say one more police for Chichi Kodano. Now, I was a phone tear me. The Atian said, in journalism, you don't need the licenses to do journalism. No country be anywhere, a journalist license, Ebin was a Juma, a open job or Upia Obetimi Ayebi. So you don't need any certificate. You can do your journalism. Saopa a voluntary. Saopa and I'll call for training. So social media, they don't need any certificate or any organization. That is why we call it mass communication. Obetimi ako school ako study communication studies or mass communication. Obetimi ako study journalism. Obetimi ako broadcast media. But say unkoya, nothing stops anyone. Say, obet the talent. Assembly won it in Obeka. Nothing stops you. No school. And I say one in charge of issuing certificate for people before they can become journalism. No way. And yet any reason baby. But the point is say, in as much as see any panel, and you see now regulations are no. A papantini media for your GJA Ghana Journalists Association. A voluntary open now joining. Most people don't even like them because anytime media fall back into one umbrella, no, the government of the day tends to control them. So it is important. That is why mass communication is important. Say everyone can do their own job from their own quarters without regulating them. Moment you attack or you try to regulate them, no, it becomes part of the government, and the government can control it. And until traditional media is dying in any country because corruption, when the leaders are the political class and not try to do corruption, you can't control them. So the media cannot criticize them because they control them. But in social media, you can't control the Uminka. That is why free speech and you can attack it. So today, John Mahama strategically, Adia Kufuado, Antimian Fanye, Doman Pesoye, or Peso attack free speech, or in the name of say, a friend who say, filthy words and ugly words, terrible against our democracy today. Now, GJA for women is so diabolic, very terrible people, to the sense say they will rather tell Mahama said, these are your boys, and this is what they have been doing on social media. And it was good for you when you were in opposition. This is very sad. It was good for John Mahama, a brand new opposition. So Mahama wanted that. Said you say, or your communication expert, no, wanted that. Say, Nemantiano, and you so filthy words against the opponent. And today, you are arresting people here and there. Today, your government is arresting all media, whether social media or anybody over cassette or by what you want to. Menoka say, 2 ladies and Kodami and ya omachum echo 1 month ni, and none who said GJA ban after matters yes mobile. As someone detained one for 2 weeks, all because of some cassette the president. And Kodani ni come for. Omuni MPP, omuni will be just say, dear echo so a young day and much of my dream. Yachi omatum, echo 1 month. These are the girls. Say, I may share news up, may pardon and because who say, after na yamo mupeo. So, I'm commentate, ewo helicopter or say, and this is phone moving to Yachiwomo. And that says, I may be and Nami shake case no. Or madam of almost a month after Yamo mobile. In which contest in this country? And now, Obi, you saw a broadcast media, so what Chelena Yetimi Chinitum. It in there, and this year by so Chelawadi, just so 2 country name, ultimate 3 country name. And John Mahama said, ye, or pretend yatra say, why a day, or safeguarded the media, or a strategy to curtail or to conquer free speech, and it's no way Sadian. Namudia Muslim lawyer, Montana say, Mom, we are lawyers, and Montana why. One day, or better than Abba so.
One patch of bannet the other hand.
Charity.
Now, issue we buy a what is a policy for a friendly. Send a no see fan, we are Monsieur 5.
Miss Susa, Minidi. Nay, my real hope, we knew a beer over the mechi.
And this are Enkoda, young girls, so and this are by detaining Kudai over 2 weeks because almost set to judges. So criticize a buying pay near Pekwa be so near the work of shame. It's today, or be out the country, will be a person come Mama Seminole, or Medobeshim, or Mechawatum by force. Very terrible system. And today, John Mahama say, well, often one who say, and you probably use 50 words and hate speech. Really, Mr. President, we are disappointed, we are disappointed. I mean, you just we ashamed to this democracy, say, oh, pretending too much. Now, baby, a titi yenintino, and a yentimin you sakas a fini bimam. Now, a day, Ubenya, Ubeshia or square, or moment between our corners. What I say? Aquawe, and your Akurano. Aquawe, no Akura. Akurawe, call her Obia, no Akurano. Or Cassad de Mount, a yaw day. Or Bagana, see how a national security moving this guy here and there. A yaw fair. Obia also Nimra. Nay, Obia is to bench warrant. A bench warrant, yeah, but or money to meet Tenacity to say bench warrant, who go to court and answer your questions. Was it though? A buy it to me for a funny way. Nipani to move for say, Mia, a airport one, you bet me. Yachim and Yabonio, a chose a black court in the US and Yabone. But it's the end is you destroy the law. And today, John Mahama telling Ghanaians say, after anyone who Nyansa say, and you probably used to fit to us on social media. You can't regulate social media. Allow them. And that's what we call mass communication. No one have the right to be regulated social media. It's not true. And you know, be irresponsible. If say yesterday they were responsible and it went well for you, it was going well for you as a John Mahama. Today, it's supposed to be the same way. Such nonsense needs to be stopped. And young one say, President Mahama say, I feel what is a man for you, a cassa no she and the president. Now on your president, and I could I, Sabo, you have more catching lumba. Uti lumba, you and this for sa mo support bo we na mo tie lumba nwuma mo pampa so mo tiri so empai ngu mo tiri so no mo pampa so mo ti asmo ka che kwadwofo so ansa na wo bewu ti asmo ka che no
obodam. Look at that the lumba osoro na obo we gitantan bi nam Ghana ajantira nyom since so boy you want him that the lumba Ghana when we say we lead any positive pact no or chairman kwasia for the time we do not be bon kwasia ajantira nom na enkwara ne de akire or nam hada the lumba aboso de nam asa no ko wuso otwen since so boy you want him that the lumba Ghana when we say we lead any positive pact
ti so we NDC ne John Mahama also we okuta information more intelligence on the media na kwadwofo so wo compare we kwadwofo so sa boil we say ye po bi o impact na ulumba wu na samusu a ebe bom tiri so empai gumu no mamontafre be gumu na ase na boy we ono ne record ye dey ya say what the American ti boy we ono ankasa brabe no wapo hwasemo kan ye all because of say lumba abonyo de MPP na ye tie asese ai me enam sa me ya kan ni yetete me nti no me nyi san kwase na si obonyo de man ndisi da bia obia ni problem MPP ni bia mfa ho na si bonyum di ma MDC da bia what send the MPP ni bia sore say na si bonyum Mahama nti no yenkodi natem na se nyenkwasiafo party ti send this nkurasefo party a say we no to say lumba bonyum akufuado nti no lumba ye useless my goodness ti lumba be so wotwen obia no obenyina akene bo obia no obenyini akene bo lumba ko dia aka akire ne yehwe eti sakoda we boy wait me no wonu hu ne record bi hu dia wo ye bi na wonu timi from bisilumba na eye mo NDC John Mahama na ye wote na wani age ye se wakoda no NDC akoda di Mahama wo ho wote ye na wi aso ho se obesa yade na ho ejina nra wonim se na obeka ye yasem ho esenka o condemning de mo ye se wan condemn pe we use this as an example ebi na me ye kire no se Mahama pese o ka kire mo se afa na onu na ne bie se as a communication so ko minini na senka o condemn se eniema gwani we nkoda ye de nye sa na obetumi akan ye de nya sa de a don't try say obeye say oh police for mo ncheche obi a o ka asem tia me eye sa ajabre mo yare mo adwene nya dwuma eti o strategy bi na dia set team bi na ye de cheche amanfo rough on now abusia yentie Mahama ho asem oka o media ne oni sa GJA akohwifo ni hia such a weak society weak organization friend GJA no enu tina me say em fa honkran ko jona me sa kun kwa manyu bi da men join all because so join they regulate you as to the government of the day nti men join kra nye sa GJA no eye corruption organization mo bi an join nye yenti asem bi omko Mahama kan
way since then. But since then, a lot of things have changed. And one of the major changes in the media landscape is technology and the new media. And so we don't have traditional media as we knew it. In terms of media houses, you know, you either had a newspaper publishing organization or you had a broadcasting organization. The media has become a bit decentralized, and because anybody who has a phone and a camera can report news to the public, and it means that communications is dealing with a wider range of people, not only traditional well-organized media houses, but also individuals, especially the new group called bloggers, who go to events with journalists and vie for positions with them to get the best shots and the best stories. And they just go with their phone, edit, and then they put the news out. So the media landscape has changed and the sources of information has changed. And in many cases, it is those people who are setting the agenda, because for most of our stations in the morning, they're taking a lot of news from what 1957 covered, or what GH something covered, and they have all these their little inscriptions they put on their videos, and that drives the discussion in the morning. So they become a very important part of that segment. but are unregulated. And so sometimes they go to the extreme. The language is filthy. I mean, they can just, go to town, either insulting somebody or sometimes on the limits of hate speech. Yeah, go to town, either insulting somebody or sometimes but are unregulated. And so sometimes they go to the extreme. The language is filthy. I mean, they can just, go to town, either insulting somebody or sometimes on the limits of hate speech. Yeah, and these are things that in the whole world, people are beginning to look at and say, how can we regulate hate speech? How can we regulate, extreme foul language, And so it's just an issue I'm raising so that all of us can begin to think about it. And the point is, would we classify them in the typical sense of journalists? I mean, those bloggers, are they typically journalists? Those are all questions that must agitate our minds. It has been, like the president said, we've seen a consistent decline in our international rankings, and that is an issue of concern for us. And part of it is
right. Yantuaso eti chairman yebeba na asem so but yenyina asem bi okano ase. First of all, Mr. President, the word journalism is subjective. Why? Untimi onya wona obed describe who be so a journalist or not. Enya wa onipa bia no that capacity no. Because in a matter of people organizing information, news outlets, and you want to the omonye. So I say, but when they become under a control, that is where you get journalism. To be able to find journalism at anyhow. And at the end of the day, the results anybody determine. First of all, you don't need to even classify Obi or producing news to be said by falsely where a journalist. Because journalism, it comes from those who writing, speaking, and then writing articles. So Obi writing, Obi broadcaster. All of them to classify as journalism. They are all broadcast journalists. So the point, and I say, they are watching them, they are walkers, they are watching them, and they walk all cancel the uncle. It's a such incident will be a part of GJA. Any book be among. And America say you don't need any certificate or anybody to tell you who's supposed to be a journalist. No, anybody a choice. And I'll say you want to study something somewhere or you want to have a training from somewhere. That's all. But when somebody want to speak or want to say something and on here says why a journalist answer, you don't need anyone say will be or say no. So that's why those called bloggers or vloggers or such mass communication, no one need to control them. They know what they are doing. And then I will say, so Obi GJA need to do whatever. In fact, even the traditional media now, join organization called Journalists Association, they can't control them. They can't control the traditional media. Look at the propaganda, the diabolic, which they set every day. It's important say in every society, we should leave the people stay back so that a better watchdog to the government and to the people. Because when say Oko Johnny GJ na easy for them to control you. Because the government of the day can manipulate the system, manipulate the institutions and organizations, especially in Ghana. And until they fear the social media because you can't control them. They fear them. In every country they have to leave because sawi the social media for no enka one year the yentino moka. Sawi the and kwomunka. Eti say aban no koye aban de e ko chechire sa GJ no a easy say on be compromise wom and Ghana here sa bogo GJ for here on compromise wom. They can't do anything. They can't criticize the government. Hwaniema ekos what say GJ ye massive press conference against Islam. Hwaniema ekos won so maye. They can't do that. Omo have functions. Me class forms omo bogus. They are there for party tea we omawie ombe komenhia akonom tea no makochia yewura na omakojeje nchia no makotwitwa pictures. Yes, Now omo cooperative pretty awards. But when it comes to the job, one more enjoy the group in a year. Those who don't join this organization a year, one more was none of them, and even from they know how to assess it. None of them, crowd name said they see your production crowd. None of them. A cake old gangsters, and I join this group no. And utina a collapse egu. Also, it's in decline. GJA a decline organization. Yes, nobody like it, and yet, John Mahama want to use the GJA to curtail free speech or persuade free speech. And question GJA say, and you are going to feel the heat. John Mahama be feel heat, and a part of democracy. Media is part of democracy, and you don't control the media. No one controls the media because it's part of democracy. So free speech allow the people to speak their mind, and we should give thanks to Akufo-Addo. So why are they? Or taking out of criminal libel law, which are always arresting people, say, what can we? No. Akufo-Addo, we should thank him. And every government, every president must follow the suit. Say, you have to stand for the heat. You can't say, Mim Prima, I am for Kikoma Jin Chinabino. We are Bodam for Kra. What didn't get you, man? Nipa Besadiano. Tedemecano. Eti Akufo-Addo. On practicing communication, but on him say democratic systems, we should allow the people to flow. We should allow them, let the people speak their mind. Because said your woman open some cancer, the freedom of speech. Tia de Mikayo, so some cancer the BBC for a guardian we first a GBC here, and then one of GBC. Because said you the people don't like it. That's why 1 month has me tell say nipa 500 something me. GB super konne nipa 220 na ehwe so to say because said the opposite me can no mean can sanchero. And the people don't want the way GBC is doing. They don't like it. That's why you part government control no. So the point is say allow the people to speak their mind. They don't need any certificate or anything. Allow them. Don't arrest them. It's part of democratic systems. It's only corrupt people. Those who are corrupt and they fear some people use the media to criticize them. And in Ghana, there's no law that says when somebody insult president, a criminal, and you're criminal, but morally, and you're right. Tio, it's not criminal, it's not illegal to insult president, but moral concept away muntino, and yet so be the peniatum, patriotic Americano. So be did the media did the president to encourage. And Kwabena, and it's not Akufo-Addo. And this vote did not want you be and this vote did President Akufo-Addo at want you be because only Mran say, and you're illegal, and you're criminal, so be the president at time in the course of your communication. But your moral concept, and I say, your moral aptitude, no way, you does not permit us say, you be the peniatum. What I said, because of say, yet 30 minutes meaning say, so we did penny at my salary, Miss Minna, the baby. And it's now, met me a Kamasa in any other way without insulting you. What I say. So the point in say, Obi, or man penny be say, Obe control media no. On him say, said you make us a any day. At the entire end is for time and on, meaning what Mobasama mekan, a yawa, a big grow with him, so, but many do at him. On the mention, it's the no. And it's not social media now. John Mahama fear the social media. Because social media, also all describe. Met me a could now one corner, no more position me camera, no more chow. But GBC, you control and director, control. So want me in chat, yes, water. But someone you bribe corruption and make chat at the other 12 to be good anyone say. And say, see, and some material say, me person yet ye buying anything. No, any Kenya government. We should criticize the government. We must mount pressure. As you chastise woman, your poor mutis no pampa sabaya, they always think say there's a watchman who watches the watchman. So see, in the contest say GJA Bayan who say they want to do anything, say they want to regulate social media. Jack, you're communist country. Ghana, you're Russia, Ghana, you're China. No. We will stand and defend this democracy. Omubuada. Otie, a strategy. And GJ funnel and media, social media and bloggers no because Jack, Mama, why enjoy you? And we about folk kind of udia why enjoy you? Suban folk kind of wendo so why enjoy you? onkoda ne ne matan tan omo ye no ene a benefit it was say tia say Mahama ne ka we tira ka ma police akoche tia don tia say
maka asem way it will be like a prophecy me okumangra makasa me say baby agye bi da kwa wiye no e ha na do bewu me na me ka tiremo
Enti am ka cho say ye kan aboneyefo a ye nka bonsam nka
David se bonsam de ono na
wono bone am ye nyina no bonsam na ma ye oye dey oye enti akofo ado ne de woye bonsam by itself yes
what the tuton won yes so
ya me de tuton wo no a
alaji we no de me srewa
me che say ade me na me ka
okay
de akofo ado oye ni kurom ha no ke se eburu na buoku no
Vice President Baumianiri accident na wenya no. Me de me do. Me de de papa. Me from my expecting say. I don't want to play any same party game. Me de me de. Cause in normal na air cost for Ghana ye ka wunti no. Debi ana ube hu. Unum pito unum sefufu dia waye free. Na ori me ko dia uwini beso suo. They say osu.
Who said we are not going to take care of Ekufuado? Last metina ka kire mo. Be say Ekufuado obi ambodi tu obi ankuno or no be within 6 months or no ne boni be kuno.
We can't afford to lose more. There was so man way and say I was see sure Ekufuado ne bawomia the exit way. Now you the president Ekufuado ko dina court. Ye dina sam.
Na Ekufuado obe yare obewu. Obi ambodi tu boni Ekufuado we di no ebe kuno.
Akufo de obebo man no
eti Mahama unye nipa nche Akufo respectfully Mahama unye special person nche Akufo onko dai enima se no mo kan ye hwenima onko da aka ebi ye west mitimi mokra to the extent say wo mutimi peke ahemfo horo wo mo peke a whole tribe do wo matem Mahama you were there don't pretend say wanted your course because today enkodan ketenkete kura wutimi ye che wo mo yetimi kwache journalists so another presenter free Kumase near the Nashikam near Bulinwa near the Nabakra near the number circuit court why you was circuit court to Kumase who so nimra Mr. President we are ashamed to this democracy but we are watching you we are disgrace oteye don't try say mube fa kwa bisa mba kandipa no ato enya mo mo yesa enipa be kokotena different countries no mo to ma ne mo oteye some say democracy and obaya abide by the rules and regulations of democracy. Men pretend na obia ni ohia GJA a bogus institution, a weak institution. Omo sorry no mako print glasses be award be na GJA awards enkosi hwe nkokrafo ogu no most of them no adwen ko down. Omo nim de ekoso. Tell me say traditional media and ebe collapse enche. Mahama no confirm say no social media for a set agenda because run fast. That's what we call mass communication. Run fast and your traditional media no. Eti the attorney say John Mahama Agyapong odi aye no unia ubetwa asa no wawu. Ubetwa because I have saboy way NDC adwuma no ye ma wo odidi mu atedi ni pattern basa but ye kase ye bia wanhwa unya ni chie. Ya sade na no ya no ya se ya no bi ba ye tete ye ntia yetimi nya sade no tia se Mahama wo ho tia ha
mfantofo ne yankwasiafo ye ne mfantofo ye bi ye jimo mpese me ko western region ahantafo no omo de magimi times 2 ahantafo no de omo gimi no plus 30 western region omo kura de kan Oti Elmina, Oti Cape Coast, Oti Commander, Oti Mankasim, Oti South Pond, Oti Aya Winneba, Oti Aya all the way to Asendompim, Aya Fosu Central, Ututia NDC, we are boa. Kohe Cape Coast, Omugu, Asen Honomokohe.
Eti, John Mahama, wo hodia yesrew, unya nipa nchen obi a wote ye. Agyapong odia no, ubetwa so bansa no wawu. Because hwe nsam mo kan ye, we bewu say today. If say people are also threatening you this way, Obama police and kwache wom. Ja munya nipa nche obi awo. Na bibi na akote ba yira humam. Bibi na akote ba yira humam na basa. Munya nipa nche obi asa wo. Ana munya mo judges. Na ye ya na judges. Oh ya twa no remand. Mo remand no. Ne ade nipa na kwasim. Sa. na we mu nyina egu o man nim egu Ghana highway so and want ho asem nti today they all be ka say yempa kwamini nto onkora ne fo ho ombe rise and they will hit hard on you. You will pay the price, John Mahama. Sama onkora ne kan ye no omo ebi atai pa we Mahama tie boy tie asmo kan samo gije ne so ho
Santifoni bi ye mmoa. Wogina PZ boton ade na mo de so akodi twe. Mo de akodi ajantra Santifoni bi ye mmoa. Wogina PZ boton ade na mo de so akodi twe. Mo de akodi ajantra fo gonofo. Kwasiafo eja toma aban na enkotam sika every Bank of Ghana fambrɛ. Wo nana na otam asase ne ma wo no. Wo nana na obutu oba so kɔ no ho kɔji sika. Kwasiafo abuofunu kwasiafo munye sika o PZ na koto red. Maya mo dross mu kan mu nko school. De munima ne say ye de ya ton chains akoto red anom kwasia oje se Ghana nyina ni Kumasi PZ. Mu hu nyina John so mu hu bon John so mu asantifo mbrantie ni bi. Eni ti na MPP use mu. Mu ejimi my lucky say jane to ho na mo nda ye kebe hye sem emmoa. Mu GJA PZ na mo ton fake belt, fake jeans. Mu wiawia nkofo tutu nkofo bag mu. Mu wia na akoto red ni jantrafo. O pa abansi case store. Na wo store mu bi mu ejimi. PZ abandia na ba omi akwasi akoto cement abrewa. Ko na ho kwaji cement ni bi so so e.
Yo mama sauti ye. Onsa ba omi ayi nipa o. Se me koso metumi abo nsem a se de odidi obi yantene matwa so no. Mama wote ye. So wait me se ba omi akwasi a. And today say your mama enkoda ne bie venom ne go so se wo ye kwasi a. Mr President kan kure be ye wode. Wo de Mr President kan kure say wo mu bie venom se wo ye kwasi a. We are Kotiboto, we Mr. Abayode, but oh boy, we ultimate Kazo boy, we opa, you bet me walk Boliban boy, no what bo hundi Mahama, Kessa, once a boy, we sound any communication. Kessa home. Sir, on your campaign, Amawa. Not in some work or comfort opponent, Mr. President, wouldn't mean pass a comment, say, a beer Makoda way, a dear way, a tribal sentiment or deba, the whole tribe, did you win atem, Mr. President, one tell us him. But we are sure sent ye, yes, I didn't be a winny. But yet tea and tea me yes adiano. Say a chanabe sonanka ye sip Mahama ye so kwasia. Na ye ka ye the way ascending him a dinner tem. Mr. President, way okay. And no day. And no day. But as usual, oh boy wait me yes animal in the chair will be. One can wash today was a day. Regulation.
Koto cement abrewa. Kona na ho kwaji cement ni bi so so e. Ade na mo nkom na ho kwaji cement. Emua sa santini a wejimi no. Ode se cobra nko 50. Wejimi up.
Eti, your mama, get ready on. You will pay the price equally. Mahama, you will pay the price. But only you have to be more professional way. Because you have to tell you anything. You may hear abuane kwasi, but you have to be more professionally. Eti, munya samu pay police for national security say, mo yes adiano. Men pretend, oya u pretend sana hu ya yehi. So, allow us to flow. Let the people speak their mind. That is part of democratic systems. Ekufuado allows it. Baumia as a vice president what tiasie. Mentesa Baumia said on ye and say, Baumia some kwachiwe, menti bi da. Opia no word adanse say Baumia me kwachi will be. Omu dina tem. Di one ne yira tem. Ehromo timi kachi obi so ye wawani. Dina tem wa. Enti Mr. President, get ready. Afe na train na tu. Ibe mount pressure e de so. Because woman won kwa de time che bibia. Na ebusuai John Mahama ka sembi ohun mpesa utie se papa we in politically or you weak this guy ankasa no Mahama no amamuo pa de onya de nsam na o kan kura no yura fi ne ho yentie John Dramani Bosuke na Gonja Mafia.
And so sometimes they go to the extreme. The language is filthy. I mean, they can just go to town either insulting somebody or sometimes on the limits of hate speech. Yeah, and these are things that in the whole world, people are beginning to look at and say, how can we regulate hate speech? How can we regulate, extreme foul language, And so it's just an issue I'm raising so that all of us can begin to think about it. And the point is, would we classify them in the typical sense of journalists? I mean, those bloggers, are they typically journalists? Those are all questions that must agitate our minds. It has been, like the president said, we've seen a consistent decline in our ranking, international rankings, and that is an issue of concern for us. And part of it is because of issues to do with harassment of journalists and even the unfortunate murder of Ahmed Swali, which caught international attention. And I think that since then, other incidents that have occurred have, diminished our ranking. And so we need to find a way of, one, ensuring that people, when they do that kind of thing, face sanctions or are punished. Because once there's no deterrent, they continue to do it. Or aside from that, to educate and create awareness that journalists are not enemies. They are reporting something that is happening.
Okay. So, Mr. President, so what you say in the no, so what you say, journalists are not enemies, no. Montiasie, Kufuado allows it. Omo allow Emma wone o charlatans no moye de mo pesa moye. So men pretend say o pesa wo ye bibi to say centrophobia as I wa ban no mo checheche nkrofo etai guga na nimu ase. Anu ntina GJA for no ba once o makacho Ghana ye safe rankings ya tia perform Ghana is not safe around the world because harassment arresting centrophobia broadcasters bloggers and vloggers no too much and a disgrace to the country. It was a animunyamne bafom tine tourists for ebe kronu nyina so bete because we are telling them say Ghana is not safe, don't go there. Ghana is not safe under John Mahama, so don't try. Okoni ye kidnapo obi ko arresto bibia ne the police want chichi nipa by heart. It don't go to that country. Ghana is not safe. Onsa wa wadiatum say yes your rankings and your bafom o man munye safe because yetimi chintanchro for yechiwe ni achiwe ni nyina international media no obi ehwe say won't just say you can't won't person be stand the heat say president that we insensitive na on person obi be kanasem John Mahama person obi be kanasem eti wo pe police for na we ani achew na yachiwe ni ade yaka na national security esrem akotwifo asefo na sesi ya Ghana de na esi almost about 50,000 Ghanaians are refugees. Such useless national security cannot go there and fight. Useless police for no politically, political motivated police for cannot go to the north and fight. Useless people. A Ghana for any refugees in Burkina Faso. You can't go there and defend the land. Boko and police cannot go there. IGP to me Janifri Boko. Na yechi individuals ni kidnap womo incarcerate womo to prison. Ye do koto detention centers for 2 weeks for no reason. You are here calling say Ghana ye security ye rank above. Me say Ghana is not safe. Anyam America predicted onim and under NDC e wiase nyina no enim say NDC emfa mara nyadwuma. And you are here say cancer essential for day. Such useless talk. Otiama enkoda when this for dini patem diye nananomotem ekeka tribal war. They incite each other against each other. Yetiminya wa hini pemu doma hini incite keka ni patribom. No one ever utter any word. And then motia say afi na mahunu nyansa on bibi chechemo me say mudi me na my like you me die sa buane kwase ade na me fere wo ho na nkoda ne ba amatinta suko kwa kire mo ebe gemo nsem joma ma fi sa se wo ye smart che obia otu ne nkoda ye campaign tantan hwe kwa mu de akufu ado fa so di akufu ado tempesna ba umia ne yere wo mu di wo matem wantimi anka ho hwe abegina ase de yi sad ye nya Joma Mahama ni video ka ye nya bo emetai okay can say bebre a che say in fact media no problem with the media especially the social media but and also the stay it has come to stay and let your government understand say no one need to regulate anyone in the social media and in fact on record no country Opia no more certificate to be a journalist. A choice. Opa no wako. Your media law. Oya media no nyina writing, speaking, on their talent, journalism, broadcasting. Oya nyina we are no wako ethics of the game. And your force. Because your ethics cannot be my ethics. TDA canon. Iti opa na okoye. Iti the open course at school no. Yawie. And that baby at TCCano. The social media for the crown, you're very smart. Social media for you very smart than the traditional media. They know the game because it is about editing. Now we move on virtual. That's AI. They know more. Cries start traditional media for them. So you know, they don't need any director. They know because the omu cry far better than the traditional media. No? So man, Mobi and say we want to regulate them, control them. Otie. Obia no omu certificate bi amfiri obia ho. They don't need it. Yentoa so. Bosuke na wo wie no wose de yenhwe Ghana for mmehwa de. Mahama se de wose pray and fast for difficulties. Difficult tasks ahead of us. Mahama tell Ghanaians. Mahama say amamuo na ye diama no. Say dollar de na enenam Bank of Ghana ye 12.5. Abochi eton 16 Ghana cedi. John Mahama said ye say amamuo na ye den ti Ghana for mompaye ma no. Momfa mu yefunu. Munya fasting de mu oden enfama no. Fisa amamuo na genensem. Obi afre no. Ghana for mu sanse John Mahama obi afrew. Obi amfrew. Ye mompaye ma osasei. Obi ansuma. Una so pese we ye dey obe president. Enya sa na untimi anya no ansa wajai. Adwuma hye onim I see Mahama always try say obiti the intelligence of the people, a psychological warfare. What the nipa na dwene ti agro. Ko onim say enipa no bebre ne dump in the religion. So they can't think. So oka say yemompa ya no mani age. Eti yanya bibia yenye mpaibo. Na omanya yenim kofu etime dwene. Omanya yenim kofu etime dwene e na dem mpaibo chekere oman. Country be no dem mpaibo chekere oman. Mpaibo a personal perspective. So what you say? Iti point and say so kunya a leader now oye empaibo fasting enyame bonsam echiro say we failure. Mahama Yakacho said the guy oye failure when it comes to politics and governance. The guys oye failure. Eti also by Akufo the project and what he did some fun hwe ofanko ekwan no. Nana do moko na MPP etua ka nyina dada wo. Se contractor ne be ye adwuma no. Wa said there ye delay tactics we no also akogyina ogun ho anim ase. We enyo project ya chairman we enyo dia enyo project obe ya ahwe na ye mo enyo onyo na obe ye foforo ne hwa de mun develop esrem o to ne ahontoye esrem hwe de why mun ko develop o ne ahontoye o ti ase hwehwe ni mu eti John Mahama sampaibo nyempaibo opa resign obi amfrew una so person president and out ye to mama mo de atoro beje wo man no free SHS esa wo ye because o ka say untwam esa sa wo ye free SHS no o ti ase o ka so mo be ye women's banking and women banking e wai ye twen 24-hour economy ye pese ye hwe ye twen ye mpe launching biawo. We don't want to see launching no tie de make no eye launching na eye trick omo de be ebri ene so Mr. President sa wo hwe na adwuma no so a jato wona ekoda lodi na to ho na ye ho ntoye koda to kese ye ho ai emegina be ye mpa bobia koda mama lodi ho na da to kese ye ho na da eno ano eme ha ye obi amfrew ede ye no ede ye mpa bo ne de fasting Oma tibon koso mpanimfo sei ye de oma ya sha wonsa mpa bo de ye de ede ye mpa bo difficult tax be ya oma ya kufu do asese oma ya to ho. Systems are put in place when it comes to IT systems, identification systems, and the whole data. Just continue with it. Sano may be aye. Why ye and mutim yaterre and I'm to Obaye, Edian SOE. Obai as police for Akufo ko what to Castle Ghana Police Service. Wait, who cried the therefore? Who do you lucky man? Obi ne be wu anana ahye ho. Ye na wo ha. Bibia na wo ye lucky man. MPP show man no aba no obedwiragu omo hye no obedwiragu obedwira say dey tax in the one tax bia ni ho ultimate magana me to Dubai ye de oye ne nhwe show us what you are going to do, that's all. Enye kasa tente Mr. President jade o cheche ne yabrel ne mpaibo no e de mpaibo Ghana for so obbo mpaye nam se bibi yam sa okobo sa mpaibo fon kankan we bibi yaw we eyam mpaibo fon kankan wo de bobo mpaye we no fa koto nam ho na chinam na di awe didi neda wo de bobo sa mpaye ama Mahama no didi neda eno ano no mpaye wo bo ayen ko bia wo tie de make kire no ukoye fast we yenkwase fast no wakoye no eyen fast fun kankan mudi amaso den too much obi abaji to me 1 year or friend bible age na wi aso klasa utumrika say in the beginning na ho ode o in the beginning no ho tene uzo we training fofra anopa no moja na no che na wo bre na kam yentwa 3 years cry kam yentwa 3 years na bakacha say emu aye den ama akwa bon doma mo bon pa wo wabong na we na mudi na chi no president Beni no be a we startup of fresh startup emojamo no na wabre na friend bible akwa say akwa bia say was akwa we pa wa say hey Mr. President obi amfre wo opa jamamu no to ne kone ye hunto ye na wa yape wunu ba bia na wo friend bible ene 2 years de ene akonfo nyina betie street ne so Malam Yohani Malam Yohani obey import akonfo from India edo mo begu omanem 1 year pe wo friend bible ene 2 years wo ba friend India fo nyina ba ade be timo se China fo ne ba wo ba te twon ho na ba te India fo no so ho na o ene ekuro ni nyina esum be kata Ghana so ayeka ene ara fo no so be pa ene obi abeba bi Ghana ya ayeka se ka kire mu ya ka kire so papa we no oye odwanfo no the dead ghost syndrome wonu mu eti we koto abama na ye wa wasem ya ka kire mu na mantie se dollar na ye say obi ancheke dollar na ye say but obi anche dollar ye say on say we asu twatro masafo ayira da abonten also twatro masafo ayira da abonten but dollar ye say mumu ame commentary position and yeah say dollar $12 12 Ghana cedi plus mun check my yes mun check my wadama commentary position for more Sarabuachi dollars of fair now proud Africa or hodie ucha trauma safo ayira woda abonti yes Patricia Ajuma say 12.5 or say 12.5 on me da say ucha trauma safo ayira woda abonti eti ya hwade mama che dollar ni gina ni nhwe che ni gina ho enye so obi mpese Ghana be yi yes obi say yes set who say 12 Ghana cedi 11 cents me da say pa yes dollars of fair say yes 12.5 yes eti unim de na omaye Bank of Ghana sikana abroche for Sunday kono sa companies be pre best 5 wa block wo mu tap send 1 cent was it best 7 remittance for no wa stop wo mu yes wa say maba be kire mu nya botre Lawrence Ifa menyo okay Mahama nti was say Ghana nti menyo okay kura why John Mahama say Ghana Wama Ghana ye uncomfortable. Ghana ye uncomfortable. Ghana is not safe. All report ebe nyina che say Ghana ye safe. Why? Me nye comfortable kra. Why? Yeah, GCB Edward said GCB 12.4. That's right. Osei Kofi say yes 12.5 in America. So hwe be a dollar. Pound is yes 16.20. That's a pound. Sarah Boache yes. Was say they can't do anything. David John Mahama say wo man no ene na ye ka ho asem wo enye semetai no o say wo man no papa no hiam paibo obi a wode paibo bebu wo man bia che so wonye serious papa we wonye serious ye ka chem say John Mahama ene ye ndis wo mo empty barrels dedenku a ye ka montie also wo friend paibo paibo also friend paibo also bosu ke na friend paibo because ye kind of montie eti Ghana for no mo aso na eden ye ka kire mo say papa we woman 1,000 years amamuo no onya de ono se yebu man de ne de ne yese propaganda yentwetwa tro na yempen koda bi no mu nimpanifo atam ende ya wo ya de ba se yentena se enwini oman ho no papa we wonya de ya mompa ya magana kakra ya mompa ya busia ya mompa ya eti yanto aso empire we empire ai ai obi busa se na de no mo kan pa jo mi ni mo hwi pa jo mi ni mo hwi wa pa jo ndc empire ndc jo mama empire say ya net here ai we are confused say ya ne no empire we say we are confused say ya ne bo no empire o ko fa mamuofo kan ba oman mu say ya net here Ghana for me sum brebe min kasem wo am fa menko mi sum brebe min kasem wo am fa menko mokofa papa ya besi yeso mokofa no me ya besi wo man so Ghana for and this party ye case enno wo so hu say ayi ofan cost market ejadem ase ejadem bruta ase enano so wa me na ejadem papa ba ye enipa helicopter tim kaja won say hwe boso me beson odi obo say report no monte ho asem enro am nkochi kwakuo na say helicopter na hwe ase no black box so ko na nya adwuma mo nkochi ne hwe ade kwakuo na page ni so wo say helicopter na hwe ho no Mahama ne security fo nyina ya we say black box na esem enya adwuma mo nkochi no mo nkochi ne hwe ade. Hey, what a calamity. Monkochi kwakwa nine. Wase, anya do report bi abeba bia enkosi hwe atwam. Enkosi hwe. Tiri ye kanu. Eti monkochi kwakwa na why? So waka asem se wobo a monkochi no. Bosu kena, monkochi kwakwa nine. Osebo pese ni show no and this 4% ni show no block omo destroy ni show no to expose omo. Ompese omo kana no to ade woka Iboni guy asem because I report to say Iboni guy was sponsor NDC sa no mo kire it say how to omo pekwa bia so mo send show no omo shutting it down said they no mo de yakete free fa no it was say helicopter na hwe ase no aku enipa nwotwe no black box no enya dwuma it report to pia no be free America ba em bia it won on be kata because omo say Mahama no ankrof once omo can say Ghana for no short memory omo short memory to obi ayurafi what I say obi ayurafi no Ghana ni no ono akenkan wo de ye na wo be pe wu a wo nkwase wu okro no wu a wo nkwase wu unya wu pe wo nkwase wu okro no tina wona maitu na bi hye wo ho otamaboa ho obi ko wa kun free enko ba bia o de yadi wo machi no na dawo now yan hwa de John Mahama se de wo say bosu ke na se de ade Cote d'Ivoire government Ivorian government now feeds over 13,000 Ghanaian refugees fleeing tribal conflict in Mahama John Mahama's hometown. Pachotie ni yemfa ni biu. Cote d'Ivoire government now feeds over 13,000 Ghanaian refugees fleeing tribal conflict in John Mahama, President Mahama's hometown, Bolibamboy, Savannah region. Now, it was more President Hong. And the Ivorian government, Ghana for Daniel refugees. Ogazi Wang. Any pom, Omama Yastor, Momo, made a move video. Video new. Made a move video, I'm the bachelor. TV3 no kuchai. Now, or Tuana or Sresre. Ghana for Dani refugees, our Ivorian, Assasso, near TRC. And I'm Moja fans near Yache media for home. Near Deja fans. I coach you for mine. I coach you for mine. A video new, Jomama Krum new. Bolly Bamboy. What a disgrace to this country. Baby a Ghana no. Mahama Krum no. Omujane. Jomama ni Kro Bolly Bamboy. Sola. Eni Guano. Savannah region. Omo Mawudi yan can say, Ekikako ni pa 100. Woman you over 100 people. Woman you no at all. Na mudin some phone. Na a say you get a nipa con. No, o you con to. It is a said ya Ghana for no I refugees. Oh, Ivoria for us. Cote d'Ivoire. About we now defend no on. Ubenya problem. So defend the about we are when him be guase. It is boss kena wo. Na wo to krom. Na me enemy can be yen yanuma mu free stream wo. Hwe. It's about time wo. Mum position camera and simanim, especially more about the southern part no. Amboko school Kumasi eastern region ne central ne tadi no ti. Asa won to kwani ho. Ebufu ba se kwa yen twaja nto bibiem ye betumi di ano akon abaye obia no obka kwashi bibia. But se ukosirim na se bibia ne na dane ntokwa na mu twaja to ese ne ma dia. Mo ba se hase na me na mo kasa. It's about time. Some for camera. Na mo record videos na mo de mai ne post. Now we can ukrom kasa kire mu nuanom say enough is enough of the nonsense I didn't was stream. After mun channel mu energy towards political leaders in free stream. Most especially the NDC, because we might take advantage of the voters for a long time. But also we share the development of a stream. Now share political class a gun kraya. Quite disgracing. Very terrible. And this is the time one. Some of you now free stream. Some sorry. The southern part of the country should rise and start to speak against this political clueless. This bootleg as a free stream. Such wicked NDC politicians start talk against them. And yes, sir, mubenya problem. Because as someone say, Sauba then asiase ne yakon tokwa kawo untimi tram woninye. So free boy, sagleme, ufri hen, ufri dian, tamale, sandema, binduri, unkurugu yoyo, yendi, babia ofibia, betra south to asin, oba yakon tokwa. Ozi yanko, ozi yanshiniema, oza we are comfortable. Also, when you go school, now it's the time says you need to pay back. Now don't pay us, don't pay the Saudis, pay your people. Say now, freedom of association and movement. So you need to fight for them. And yes, we are selfish, and you both to no pampas. One casemwa, tak and yan yabakum talk amamu, and yan yabakwamamu. But nipa. So we need to speak against the nonsense. So a basa ya moba say nanui yeso ma baba be do techiman omo ma edwane aba e bia be do techima bono region omo be ko say cham omo ba e bi ba ofin so nyina uti obere omo Ghana for utimi pam omo tiese ya accommodate omo. So but it's about time hwe political class a egun kan e free stream bubo bi din hwe obi te say hwan abamba ben Martina Mito bubo bi de bubo hwan Haruna Truso omo hwan yeah, we put Moses Sasaga at the end. Omo NDC mu omo tena political party mu che. And so komu krom ne kohwade. Udu sola chasa ura beho. Mahama no afre hen Savannah. Udu okra ura beho. Adana mutimu odensa. And so this is the time. SSLM no mudi kamera simanim. Don't trust the government. Speak against them so that they will know. Say now we know what they are doing. We know the deal. Yeah, but what about the no more about use the NDC benefited from the people. That's why you boy NDC 14. Women are benefited from the northern votes all the time. They use them. And today, why don't you speak against them? Say Moto about the NDC for so long. I didn't tell the I say. Islam also a land which needs to be developed. Now, as some way yaka say a crusade up for Islam. Justice for Islam 4. Justice for Islam 4. We are going to start the crusade. Yantra say, and one first Islam 4 didn't near gross. Say justice for Islam 4 and 170 Babeka. So po Yabeka. Because I'm conforming Pessia Beka by Beka. Now, Yantia Yeni or Islam was say, as some ya na me candidate biano wate, no was simply catch the NDC in Islam 4 and Tafon and Muntia.
A year and my own off. Yes, Remo. A drum ra. I was set. Yes, I had been about for. And let's say away enough. It's by force. I was say a 2 Abama NDC. NDC Babaimu. One off. Say, NDC Bakoswa, enough. Yanko, Emma, NDC Brabaima, enough. Yan fire ready, Uncle Emma, NDC Brabaima, enough. As you say, a put to a banner NDC ban off, what Yamae. A put to a bank. Share a year MPs of free enough. NDC Brabaima appointment on the Maya MPs, no. A dose to change Asante Reggie Bebre, and so. Yamuze said no MPs or free enough, no. A deben on my Omonia Shemae. Omonia Shemae, NDC Suba by ma, Omonia Shemae. Research Kakra my young say. NPP ba by ma or bois north a chain NDC. Sa me war list Kakrabia, me pesa me muboso. Asha, a put to NPP ba by mu, or Medema north. She NPP ba by no. Bogatanga Hospital, Regional Hospital, Phase 2, NPP, SC. Oko Tolon Hospital, Omusi, Nalerigu Hospital, Omusi, Bupe, Omusi, Saraga, Omusi. Garu Tempane, Omusi, Sola, Omusi, Zuarungu, Omusi, Oba Tamale Suswa, Tamale Interchange, NPP na Tamale Airport Phase 2, NPP na Tamale Water Project, a bois, a boama, Omomote, Tamale Petom, Enyansu, NPP Upper East, NPP Sasi Water Project in Buo, NPPC Water Project in Buo, Salagasa, Musasi Water Project, Naregu Sports Complex, NPPC my youth, you know. Ena uko Kalia, almost solar plant, MI Chrono, Ena Oba Walwalia, Fubsi, Walwale Fubsi, NPP a drone center or Ena Walwale na BM, NPP, SI Astrate for Naregu, NPP Astrate for Bungurugu, NPP Astrate for Trepone. NPP astrate for Gagaba, NPP astrate for Anna project Anna anyone NPP Eman Bao College of Nursing and Midwife Ewa Nalerigu NPPC the same College of Nursing and Midwife no Yagaba NPPC Ebiem Mount Prusi West NPPC College of Nursing Ewa Anna Oba Wungu Walwale Wungu NPPC Fire Service Station. I bet training fire service. Oba Northeast Regional Coordinating Council. NPPC story 3-story building. Ena Equine Oba Kwaya Suswa. Tamale to Yendi to Tatale. NPPA Bimbla NPPA. Ena Boga to Boko. NPPA. So what I say. Eti me we cry kakrabia me ya me.
Okay. Eti minua ye nua srimni. And was say and some ya na ye kan nye se bia ye tasrimfo. But it's our time. Justice for the Northerners. We need to seek justice for them. Most especially the NDC have taken advantage of them for so long. And about time one as you focus so now you hit to hard. MPs free northern region. We need to start to now as you hit home hard. But as some way, we are ceremony metal. Cannot metal. AJ Joseph, we are metal ceremony. We need to tell them the truth. Say ceremony stabula. O metal ceremony I develop okay and say go. Na yanya politicians. Na wo moten cry. Na wo mu dwo manum. no want to touch seat as mansions onko si dan no osrem all because of say osano and some phone no mudie no odi bi nti osoro onko si dan osrem da eti dan no musi ni srem no enkran ade no onko si bi wo and all of it ade no musi dan ni bo send develop wo na owia na wono no timi akohye obi a wono wabetena Southern Party echi say kodi the MPP fo atem say asantefo to obama MPP fo he wa wo yesa de bi jai na woku ho anim ase na wo ekrobe na woku ase a e wa asantema mu ani sirem yepe isirem krobi wa develop che krobi ya no wani wo ho scientists for na mo yesa ya na mu feel ashamed say NDC di mo ye a voting dogs womu di ma ya bato mu nkraman ana mugu srem ho no mu yusu mu hwe de srem tie ya beto oba no makototo biscuit ni pan no de abrem. What a shame. Sabi no omo person omo ye the southern part ena omo my ho iron governable ho ani gie ni hoti se nipa dodo na move but is the south no o say esremfo ni pass ye opa na do omo ye ne say omo de omo baso a omo nya hwe momo ye beto oba no omo de pampani eniema petty no omo sa de amoma to benti na northerners dominate what the account states and some phone omo di ne soro no eno no omo de ba ase asei mudi amontana asema ye kan mo obi wo beche say me pese political analysis bi na be ka asem no hwe omo ma esoro iron governable so they will come down here just for political interest eti wo say asantema no ye beto oba na NDC enya more vote enya unim de ntia because of the northerners na eba no omo na eto oba ma NDC for no and they are not ready so me develop omo so enya so omo ba no omo ba be develop no. They don't want to develop the north so that the northerners will come to the south and political gains they will make sure say womani asantefona akanfona chep about wonu wo dem ntan ye ko obi wa wadwa hwe ye fie ne ye hwe ne mamu ye hwe de ye koso o ti ase eti wo ye sremni a justice for the northerners, justice for the north, and the north for need to develop as we develop all hwe sika o manya o tenkran hwe NDC MPs ministers go to public offices. Most of them are northerners. From JJ Rollins' time up to today, they are enjoying the government because Jack business or mumpe. Because it's natural, they don't like business. They like say obeko school. Now abeja by position. Fantastic. I can afford any home more. What a business home more. Or school said they business. I buy money and almost pay. So the northerners are benefiting from the government and most corruption. They are doing corruption to destroy this country. Once they can go to, up there to develop their cities. Osimiyanka. Yabeka. Sasemu Yabeka. Why opa to do I don't care. Justice for the North. Me pacho commenter position obianta hashtag justice for the Northerners. Justice for Islam for obianta wom. But NDC take advantage of them. And we need to start to speak against them. Which the politicians have benefited from the north. So 2025, na Ghana yetimiya refugees. Ghana yetimiya record over 50,000 refugees. Why? No more brainwash woman. Omo brainwash the northerners. Omo brainwash woman. Oka hwe tiase. Oba bedu ase okaso obeto about the NDC. So the NDC thinks that they are smart. John Mahama thinks that we are smart. Katia, they think that they are smart. Abambapin, where are they? Justice for the North, lady, lady one. Justice for the Northerners. Justice for Slim for Elsie, Agyapong. Queenie, Ubina Chawate. Justice for Islam for someone Mofa asphalt through ye. Mososo, Munya Cementi, Pentimu down where ye. Justice for Slim for Anya Biano, Musuya Nipa. Ade. I'm in New York, Medasapa, Coffee, or Facebook for Namichiamo. At the end, this year, General, almost person me a day. Almost a system for the good as down home more. Almost my ungovernable. Once I don't care. Nankaway, a national security, where your national emergency. Also, almost necessary because they don't respect them. John Mahama don't respect on one Casanita for no more. Nasakayam people in our power. Can you hear the sound? Akufo-Addo ya kan ninti one on pay asem e koma ko hye the same ntafo na chi say mun sori nka se Kufuor ya kan ni nti won pe masem ye ni nyina wo we know this stupidity from the NDC tie de make kachiro no Mahama no ye tani also omu ntafo omu we a national security eso ko declare state of emergency say ye nuanom bi entokwanti over 50,000 refugees adai ye nuanom adani akunwa tukofo John Mama don't care and the novel and tafuegu abamu they don't care and tafuegu and this mua womu enjoy wakra no they don't give a damn. What is the parliament class sorry say they want to discuss the insurgents across what they not what omumfi parliament so ntafo doso papa doso they don't care oko kape hey and wako kan de yenka yebeka ne aka ne kira ntafo so ye nipa ntafo ye nipo to wom so ye nipa yebeka ne aka ne kira me da se pa justice for ntafo Ghana pozo me da se Nana Kwame me da se pa mum yanka Ghana fonti ase se wo ko Burkina ni Togo ene ayi Cote d'Ivoire adai na Mahama nam oje fans na se ne yebu o man se Kufuor do na wo so aka you hear the sound ka bete nwom no ka bete se ase ni katia mo propaganda MPP for ya kanfo eto mo mpenta fo asem say tani na your president John Mahama pure tani ni nua second tani or tani ba Elon Musk your friend say Ibrahim Mahama senior advisor ne offer say Joyce Bauer one vice president unofficial vice president yeah na mote grandma mote nkade mote bada mote grandma anka abuja me bada mote grandma anka de grandma misra mo mo hwede mami why me te grandma anka chepa grandma mi hu na che me
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and this year, yeah. That's NDC for you. NDC is a
Sebeshemu ha de ba ko pe entina ye ba aye ono ye former vice ye former chairman any hello ayezu ye jiramu ha me mamu nyina yiko se aye ye jira ha ye kwe ye jira ha ayezu Choboy. And then Hanumwa, President, former Vice President, former President, John Dramani, Mama Antine Hanum. Ezu. President.
Okay, eti grandma mo hwehwe na mami why mpacho me pese me hu grandma me tene nka chapa ayi sese why your voice there amambo bi ni amambo bi na afi ne sese me paacho mo hwehwe grandma mami why na me tene nka oh ye mami me tene nka kura now the vice president in a force and senior force. A vice president in senior force. Mommy won't resign on Huntone. I was here. Mommy won't resign on Huntono. On resign on Huntono. Tia. Because I mean Tassie. Eti mommy were vice president pa to and a man in Koda etu tie si abonte ne yente ne nka etu wo ho de what a country what a country boni benint Ghana for ya you deserve this justice for Srem akwa we Richard Jakpa we ofri Srem ofri boli bamboy gonjani ayi wan Jakpa senior Jakpa ne ba no na sefo ni bi ni onso onko Srem enko din samfon ho competency onso onko onse Srem fo ni nyina yedin ba ko ni Martin Amidu ba ko ni ba ko so ni Martin Amidu onso fi Srem onso omun fa Srem ho they don't care they don't omun muntafo no entafo na nkasa muntafo omu wia no ma pretend say asantefo na emu omu entafo omu muntafo na nkasa entafo nkasa omu ankasa ntafo etu obetena dan ho no wo ye ya won care okoka say na asantefo muntafo interesting eti mo hwehwe grandma my wife mo pa grandma my nana said ye yentenenka grandma yentenenka kura adwuma no so ayedin ayesere no wonyam onyam na sofo bi na wo ka asem bi wo se unim de eba enche wo se papa bi ba vice president enche kura muntie
unim de andisi fo ne ye paso ni o my na me bo ni din na no Julius Debra Ali ono a tribe ben ono free eastern region ho ba bi na Ashanti there is something going on hey na ono wa yi ne ho ntem obi your chief of staff Ali now your defense ono is your chief of staff in the ramshin dey your vice president honamu na mo so chief of staff o dey say atikrom ha ya yetigan ya papa no ba fa vice president no obagie fro ba ne nsem cause letters bi ni nyama bi kwaso underground ma me na nkasa the letter bi ba bonten very soon e be ba bonten se wono amu personally wa resign
abuza muntie ni ye pa say software Ghana for omo jeje so ho enkom say department yate wo say enche grammar the letter beba say wa resign enkofo we muso ya no omo kuta fela enya professor spiritual eye fela ne kura wo mu enya woni paracetamol bia boy no woni hwe ba wonim eya no kuta fela eya omo kuta fela because enkofo no spiritual tabas na ne no mo ye adwuma wo it was say enche kura grandma say wo se yentene nka obeba say ma resign eti Julius Debra say one on official the deputy so ne Joyce Bauer enti enche was say enche kura we no Ghana we country na a spiritual country na
obagie fro ba ne nsem cause letters bi ni nyama bi kwaso underground ma me na nkasa the letter bi ba bonten very soon e be ba bonten se wono amu personally wa resign nano na ebe ye hu amani panyina alanchamatin ante no ho na ka wotena NPP mra ka omulusu obi your chief of staff Ali now your defense minister ono is your chief of staff in the ramshin dey your vice president honamu na mo so chief of staff o dey say atikrom ha ya yetigan ha ya papa no ba fa vice president no obagie fro ba ne nsem cause letters bi ni nyama bi kwaso underground ma me na nkasa the letter bi ba bonten very soon e be ba bonten se wono amu personally wa resign nano na ebe ye hu amani panyina alanchamatin ante no ho na ka wotena NPP mra ka omulusu ya ka ebe bo na
eti wosofwe media me say enya spiritual bia o eye wo kuta on say eye fela o say kofo wi maka jo say wo fela on na mo say so we vice kwa udisi asase aban yantijai asase aban yantija mo ni asakakra eja aso na pampam ni enkwati nko abo ho he na pampam ni eja guho he senior wa ya chimni ho obi so ya chimni wa ya ofri achim ho Ernest Ajumasi he's achim sa kufu ado ho ba mi so ayo wa ya kwawni o sa mi so ya asase aban o e ba na pampam ni eja guho he o ya na pampam ni eja guho rofa shen sa adwene vom adwene yadwuma na adwene hyehyɛ ntewini bu kwa nwini ya mabi o he wo hwɛ mi nwi pa na to oni party ba ehu o hwɛ nwi aguma chi pa mi nwini do so he And I put me to me Cosano. Wow. Eti, almost so by a day, or by advice, and so ah, yes. I it drew us out one senior, Senior Katia, yes, one of the next incoming president. MPP for man to 2 million, what one is Senior Katia president to, what dear. Moga said the name, what the name is Diagro. What was an Senior Katia president? Because, say no, the battle between Sekwa and Kwau Abitifi. And almost why chimney, sa you yate. What the MPP for Montana say? What was an Senior Katia president? Ah, mammy for ya. Minimum so free Kwau, no business so free chimney. Abana, aye, why a Kwau? Yes, Julia the Briar Kwau, why a Kwau this year, why a Sasia buying? Aye. Yeah, about pop Agyapong here, he's from Kwau. Yeah. Edu Kwau for no so, Edu almost so, aye. And this is Madu Kwau for no so, aye. My Patricia, I said, you got a pool, share. What do you want now? Motti MPP for what was an essay in Katia president 2028. A Bayam Sessin in what is picture with Makipu? Picture with Makipu in a long time. Motti was an a general mosquito bear president. A Bayam Sessini. A Bayam Sessini. What a end to us. Yeah, I'm on for confirm. Mr. Julius. Yeah, where you call him? Yes, where you call. Okay, yes. Eno Sapoma say, yeah, he's from my hometown. Wow. Eno Sapoma means so no where you call me, where you Asasia Ban. Yes. Asasia Ban was the NTJ. Asasia Ban was the NTJ. Aye. Eti, what was a Nasasia by president? What I want to know. Yan to us. Aye. Eti, was off one in a canasa momidie. Mrs. Uncle from Mukuta fella. Sasso na ya na fella ni kura wo mo enye pipia ya na fella
na onu wa yi ne hontem
obi your chief of staff
ali
na your defense
minister onu we say chief of staff in the ramsey ne the vice president honamu na mo so chief of staff o dey say atikrom ha ya Ghana ya papa no ba be vice president no obaji afro ba ne nsem cause letters bi ni nyama bi kwaso underground ma me na nkasa the letter bi ba bonten very soon e be ba bonten say wonu amu personally wa resign nanu na ebe ye hu ama nipa nyina
ala chamatin anti no ho na ka wotena NPP mra ka
okay eti yanto aso eti wo so afrikwa nkwatia ho yes yes afrikwa nkwatia eti yate enche bedu no so why ebedu no so munya abotre afi yanto aso yanto aso na won say Rollins ebre wo she Ghana fo ho JJ Rollins obre wo she Ghana fo man koda no bebre dia nyino mfi say no kore on se yete ya na be ka kire mo say kafra JJ Rollins say what the helicopter what the play bifa adomi bridge ase empanifo bebre a empetron say enya no kore JJ Rollins fa play biamfa bridge bi ase but onim enipa ni bebre da so kita sa primitive education no na no am hu video bi na Miss say JJ obroni bi aba ye ka che say JJ di sa play we fa adomi bridge ase wow na mo de muntie pacho Khalifa enya no kure sa asem na munya ka disgrace false information why JJ fa play bia fa bridge bia se soja ni kura now say no kure pia bonten soja ni bia no air force obeka sa say JJ won fa hwen fa bia se enya no kure movie enya no kure na sa sini no no enya Ghana kura ma yi sa video ya so still enipa bi gugu akra ne babi bebre gitum say JJ di play fa bridge ase one of us are now him one more catch the brony no na de hwe brony ni dimi na brony hwe omanim say are you sure was it are you sure brony ni hwe omanim was most why dey wo de hwe brony no mo che wa fe brony say it's very dangerous wo de hwade
JJ Rollins used to pass under Adome Bridge. We had a cave bridge at the Volta region, and it is very difficult to use this type of plane to pass through that cave under that bridge.
It's a very good
bridge. It's not easy.
Pilot. He's a president. He's a very good pilot.
So he maneuvered to use this to pass under Adome Bridge, and as a matter, it has set a record. Though it's no more working, but for a history and a record sake, JJ Rollins used to pass under Adome Bridge. We had a cave bridge at the Volta region, and it is very difficult to use this type of plane to pass through that cave under that bridge.
It's a very good
bridge. It's not easy.
Pilot. He's a president. He's a very good pilot.
So he maneuvered to use this to pass under Adome Bridge, and as a matter, it has set a record. Though it's no more working, but for a history and a record sake, we have it here. And the other one,
that was under which bridge?
Adome Bridge.
Adome
Bridge.
So he was able to maneuver and go down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that was the first and the last, I think.
Yes. After, I think that's the first and last. No, not even the commander would try this.
Very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And this is a gift from Egypt.
Okay, I was here. I say I Bruni to say Arabuni no jina hona wa catch them. One cry confused. Arabuni no cry confused. On say Oma brain was Ghana for watch about him. A yes video when you saw somebody better early 80s and 90s video we in free Ghana. Uko Adome Bridge wa Bacho. That into be a currency will say. Bacho sa video when you saw somebody ready or better. I was here for Bacho, baby Adome Bridge, that TV will say. What a more among Canocre. Etia Alifa, when you do Sabri, what mean your research? We are quite so general say one of your tour guide, we had original church. Ye, Ghana do my brain was she at a pow. Or my brain was in Panache. Hey, now Adome Bridge on Bacho, Abrazabiso, Jesus, a video on Becachere. And a video on Becan early 90s say, JJ Rollins, Ed and Tia. 1977 hono wo msi na wo de bra yi enya no kore movie we shall come movie be India baby enya no kore eyaza eno mo yes sa na manfo gito na ye maame mo so kato aso enya no kore soja ni bia ni wo obusa no omosre enya no kore even though say JJ no we flight no lieutenant no won twi play bia anko ba bia won twi hwe mfa hwe ase Adome Bridge ne no edan tente biansi wo sa video na aton kura bebre tirim wo mo early 94 ni nyina aton mo tirim say what you agia 5 years say na den enya no kure Adome Bridge nye say na tie obi abetima Google ahwe Adome Bridge nti say no maya no obi aso nkan o okoka se o so mpe Rollins asem obi ankan wo na edan kura ni ti na hwe ono Alifa wo what in America na wa Ghana so ahwe ensem hu wonu su di akiri say he was the only one why say aggressive so kire mo hey he's the only one it was very dangerous no soldier will try that enya no kre omboa JJ no aso ono so ka ho bi on say sa communist for no wo create story etese Kwame Nkrumah saa o to mo create story na enipa ne di akire nti Nkrumah say saa ne tie to mo ya na eda mo trim to mo di no mo di anyini to ko kasisi ya pe wo mo nyini da nti we no wo mo ka broni ni kwa akwa na ogino ko confused o say ana die ni we are sure to mo say no the fast here but o TV
and it is very difficult to use this type of plane to pass through that cave under that bridge.
It's a very good
bridge. It's not easy.
Pilot. He's a president. He's a very good pilot.
So he maneuvered to use this to pass under Adome Bridge, and as a matter, it has set a record. Though it's no more working, but for a history and a record sake, we have it here. And the other one,
that was under which bridge?
Adome Bridge.
Adome
Bridge.
So he was able to maneuver and go down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that was the first And the last, I think.
Yes. After, I think that's the first and last. No, not even the commander will try this.
Very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And this is a gift from Egypt to GJA Rawlings as his personal jet.
Okay, eti tour guide in there, I don't blame him because wa born kakra, but I don't know. I heard from say was sending me exact like show no. Yo, I heard. Meaning baby was sending a call. Why? Meaning me young who there. Yeah. I heard from say was sending the correct ayina mami. GJA Rawlings 5 years. Say propaganda no mo ye. Propaganda e no mo ye kike. Omoboa. Ai omoboa nti yenuanom omunyai sa so omugu Ghana ni asasa no munyai na be man so wasam ka kire sa ankofo egu screen so hwade
Ghana for asamaba hwe sa antafo miensen omugu yi ene Igbo man baako ene bola bed baako yom dawe ntokwa na esi jo Mahama kurom no inform omon kan wasem o mu page na sa Igbo man we ene bola bed yo dawe ompo de yenim se omo de omo no matete apansa ompo de Ghana de esi bian form omo fu na ye omo de but nka mo ntafo miensan we amogu hoyi mo na mo se mo ko ama Ghana enti mo ntimi nka nche mo president ni se nkofo wu ewo no krom wa na nkofo wu oslim nti no onkonko bo ho bai mo nkofo mo aslim bo mo nkofo mo sole a mo se mo ko ama Ghana sa se Clementus Clementus ahwan onom po de ukọ ni page astre o da so ye campaign on pressure in van ko nukrom on pressure in van ko nukrom so o da so ye campaign e de majo Mahama ukrom fo so wu 13 ko for 13,000 akopie Cote d'Ivoire and the video be amehwe na Cote d'Ivoire ban na jamwa bra mo aduan kakra so mu wa bra ye wo refugee camp e wo Accra ha na me so mumbremu sa mo ntafo miensa we amuwe mumbremu ene Igbo man ba ko ne bola bedo mumbremu because Islam force nansen tribalism abehye mu tam tribalism ekumu first na nkanka mo nka makukuma aba beji refugees wa ana mboko kumase abetena o makumase for amam bi mo matena na okumfo be mam bebi mo matena na so enne tribalism kumunti na ka Ghana ntokwansi ha mukuro mo kakra na ntokwansi na kesi den na mko pre refugee wo odivua wa bra refugee camp mpo Accra nka mo bra Accra pa santimem na mo mba nka mo nkwa Accra ye wo refugee camp ho no Liberia for cry yetinya mo refugee camp mo atena na mo amoye Ghana fo na so tribalism kumu na mo sa ntafo miensa ego no mo ntimi en kan che mo president no o president wa betena so no we ntafo ankasa mo president o e wo mo so hwe Ghana fo nyina so na so ye mo president ka mo kan che ne se yo Mahama ye sere mo kasa mo page no e kwa chire ka mo kasa nko bedure chire but sa nyansa ne mba mutrim sa nyansa ne de e mba mutrim na mo dawo na mo propaganda na e kam ekumu propaganda na ekumu ena campaign na magusu aya obi amanwini aba magusu de campaign na sacrament de jimia we jimi de sa sacrament no shia kai penny pa wo krampo de campo anka wo ti ho no wo ti slim ho no sankofo menu we ntafo menu we omo wa amsa Santo region sen fa na wo sacrament de wo ti ho wonim de ekọ nanso politics kun odi ensua nyansa okrom na ebo no ensua nyansa na nka bibi nkyere mpanyimfo na omkwankwa yekrom oyi
eti we no yase wodo e de beba ai wodo a e de beba ai nti sankofo yi oso mo nkese ntokwa na esisirem kwado mo nka o eso ka aba ne yebeto a ka bo se an yenuanom ntafo ai our brothers once asamato omo mfi omo ai ntafo mo nwene nkwa akire entafo mo nwene nkwa akire entafo mo wosrem mo nwene o nandisi yusum dodo sabato ne yebeto a anka you go feel ka you go see enka wo behu se hey ka bo se yenuanom ntafo ka bo se yenuanom ntafo ei but today mo ku wosre won se omumfi mu on se mo ku wosre mu no they don't care etintafoɔ mo nwene nkɔ akyire na mo benya problem afe yan konkran yan nan kɔsɔre am se de oba akwe ɛna oba ɛna mohi se de ade na da ne ntɔkwa o yɛse ba akɔ de mohi ɛna oba akwe na akwa no se wɔnte ase yɛse na lady we no se wɔno yɛ dangwe ɛna ba akɔ no yɛ gafoɔ enti gafoɔ no na ɛka oba atwe o so oba akwe no ɛna dangwe foɔ no se dabi yɛ frɛ no mohi Bajo, yentie mohi ni ayuba akwe wai.
Yo, la wangede kitibi kan ke dangbe no trio.
I just told you people, no confused person can lead a country. There is no confused person who can lead a country. That's why Ghana we are what we are right now. Because our capital, the people are living there don't even know the difference between claiming and, you know, let me say this thing. Even in their own land, what we call Ga Adangbe, they have issues with a word Mohe and Obache. So which one are we going to choose? Are we going to choose Obache or Mohe? Between them, they don't even know, they don't even have the answers. So how I mean, I don't get this thing, right? Somebody is stealing your land. There's a person who called taking acres, building his own kingdom in your land. He don't even make a you are not talking about that one, but you are there telling your youth to go and fight for something that doesn't make even sense to a child. I mean, Obi foul land, any the hunger, Adibia the MTN, everywhere you go, Adiabe Bose, Akwaba. Do you know what it means? Akwaba. And Waba into Koya and Waba. Yet there was to say, Odo life as I break ye Ghana for. Let me ask this question. And what there was a time I was asking, Ga people, where did they live? So we Mamobi, Jamestown, any Choco, any those places are even they are not decent. And a person I want to be cleaning the house. A person or sebe bola so. I would say unse money now the who money now more he pete. Abua ni who he pete ya wene na mo odidi bola so. Oni ade bia I mean ubetimi ya claim so pete dia ubetimi utimi fa pete mafie. Saa boy ensuo to a da bia wosi dan. Na ensuo ni jaya na na adwene ne ko. And for moon to kwan. So you people don't that thing now we call, you know, travel and see. Pia bontine travel. Yeah, they make quite a kind of travel and see. You say travel and go and learn. Travel and learn. Ne hunu sebe se and cry assassino. It doesn't belong to you guys. Se mo ku muhi any muhi any obache and now obache hua. I think it's about time you may remove that Adena your friend or capital from your land, because we land now with tsunami. You at the papa be free a hoba. Apart from say fish crying but two fish no crano fish apart from fish. And then I'm the man and crafo apart from fish and then I gonna for your finger. I'm just asking questions. And gamanche okra o gamanche no ku usua usufo mo gamanche ho ukọ la fo mo gamanche ho ukọ mamu bi fo mo la gamanche ho ukọ ningo fro gamanche ho obi anso kasa is different, even though you people sounds like a senkrai no different mohi ene obaatwe obi tinkra wonti obaatwe da enti no go back to the drawing board. Come back again and talk sense, because Kotoka no me say Kotoka Yanfa and cry for savings money and a build of that one. So you can't sit there and tell us say you change a group of people are more than 60% in the country. I'm done here. I'm done because I don't see any sense in it.
Menka, no comment. No comment why? Muhe and Ubache. Muhe, Ubache, Umuhe, Ubache. But Menka, Mammy full line on. Yes, I say for John Mahama or pretending in Yarchum. Edibai, Yaba, Yabi, Ubache, and Muhe. Yabi, Bato 0242 07 3114. Between the +2 33 swaka home. A WhatsApp call. But offer me over 5 minutes. A pound will make you a face. Yeah, it'll be 5 minutes. A pound will make you a face. Young queen. Hello.
Yeah, this year.
I don't call there.
You never do Bokonosway.
Bokopa. What about you? 5 minutes.
You this year, that's it. A bomb penny, John Mamadi. Let me say, a few Ubio, once an animal can see me. They say, a Nemana a course or no from my head. And Intina, or Macamono to my own company. Na Omoye Ama, a hono, Omo, I desperate no for my day, every number south. Na Yatua bar, na fee will be the 5,000 if you ho about parliament. No will be the 70,000. Ewa ha akọ parliament ama de onya parliament mpo enwura wa ha sei no akama mu no na okuta bese 50,000 nso so wantimi an wonya akọ parliament no be the 5,000 every sim wo da better parliament eno ho adwuma eno moye no enti na se du gatia mu nyina kateso mu ate no mu nyina ye di kabinte ozo bi ankaza mo ye di na ha na sese sirimfo no omu sua bibi efrim na aye me dese afedie omunyan binum edey ekasa na mesire wo mu omumfa omukan se wi a omufo mu kon kasa no enkan bi enfa nche wo mu because nyasa ha omadwen yi wo mu se ebi kwa wo ye akanni na wo ye dey oni pepe se wo ye sirni but na dwen se wo ye akanni na wo ye dey wo kan nti fa kasa no eka kire no manenti nia wo ye dey wo kan ase ebre na so ebra yi nkasamle moto na mo se na nado na wo ho a enkansam wo NDC fo aka nka omafro ka akọ akọbo nipa no ka nsam akire wo mu to MPP epi he voter region o ka sa na nado south school ya okobie anwafo bi kotwa na ntwie se otwam a omu na nka wo bia be ade papa wo okobia no wo se omu eti NDC for ankasa no odehye omunye nipa ometuma boa oman Ghana na propaganda Ghana for yensuan bibi odehye obekai a o ka se NDC wo so John Dramani Mahama wo so otames wuye no on se na u diska kwa koto bank eneya u deposit 100,000 Ghana cedis na wo yire fi se u da wani saba 5 instance ye ma 1,000 pe Boka to say the bank.
Scanning your cash out.
Emma mami bia ne ba ne na hye hye a ne ba ne yale okoyi 200. Police ni bono ba odi hye aya pesa video no. Aya pesa video no na yi. Police ni bono bank ho ma police ni 250 toy. 200 cedis.
Yeah.
Ghana fo nyina ya dansefo. Se na wa wo sika da bank no. Ukọ bank kopa na wunya. On se na adwadifo ATM.
Yo.
Se obisi wonu ankasa mpo dollar account okopesika no yesi bi ni ho obisi oye transfer be 80,000 a de ekon customer be say 1 week ni yesi scan ho bibusam na nado etwa 8 years from covid tell me na de banu wa ukọ bank ya wosi wanya sika wo pesika ye transfer ko fa niema China Dubai a wanya sika no brabe kan no bontin no obi antebi
interesting
nyatwem Ghana for ye dinka ye eka ya ye nti no na NDC for a fight for granted na omudi edi because omuhu ye say o ma comedy Ghana ni NDC ni bi madam for na ka kire me o say Ghana for sa NDC for bu ye ono wo ka kire me sa o say
okay
Ghana for NDC for bu Ghana for to say obi kuta ono ane kraman na kraman no akɔwuram akɔkyenam na kraman wura na gyenam no abono e de kraman na sekeji makoma de no
okay
na obienu a 3 days kraman no koma de no onidi obienu no wo heda tete aduane to obienu anu ohu aduane na wo fa aduane ba na yire fi se nanka orenam ho a nkonwo betimi akwakɔkye aboawe eti sanu mde Ghana fo tie beto aba na yamusika kakra bi a na udi akire eti ma ho kire ba man no mu na beto aba na ye de no yedai anwen no wokan no megidi odihye osofo bi se ayi doye
Julius Debra asem na wokan
Julius Debra yeah na asem no asem no watie asem no wate me mate yeah me mate because me mo padibi e wono so wodwu bi ho mate maame no jo mama ene no kasa se be ya because se odikowie ono onkobium nto odikowie 2028 na nipa we ba na be difficult enti no nke be ya nka onsi fom na mo fom na onsi no ono ankasa efi nipem ya prepare the sika nyina egu ho
that's right
and the secret money the man this is kadi kuta wo mu secret money na onti asie yemu jiru de ban dey emra na ono efa me contest eno ne ade a ekoso wo honti we te no wate eno wa heda de enkomhye enye enkomhye bi ahu ode je pila na maka chiro enye enkomhye bi ahu because me padi bi ho waka kire me se ne ma bi koso ho eno no yes because ono no maame ntibi ma onyini ena se obi a mehya na mu amfa anko na ekoyi nipa no e wo kwa mu a e be difficult ama wo mu ti se eti eno ne niema e koso
yeah
eti no Ghana fo em se eniema ye nyina ye ni ehunu no ye hunu e kina mu ma ye sai enye de ye ni bi mu na no me ka sem bi se akamam ye hemfo nsasere mu dia krono ahodo a ekoso nyina ye wooden structures a manfo bobo mu hyehye mu a obekọ ho kwaye gato no mesere nananom obi ba no ntime hadan a mu fa asase bia ne tokuro bia mu obi sa omo wooden structure mu bubu ni nyina ntumu odihye mu bubu mu lese ye fense enu achi no ye be ye bibibi a ye betuma control nipa na omote ho no se de na Dr. Bamianko oyi ai betuma control mo ti ho ahu se data ni nipa se na ti ho a ye hu nipa mo ye dai o mo ti ho
that's right
dan se we ba no kobo ntabodai wo hye tukrom ya na oton edubone na woton woi na de nkura boba sibra emwa yen na nanu mubu sa structures ni nyina na yen clear krom babia ho ye nua dan kantari nyina no yen peska yen clear krom ho na fe yen sisi adan fufuro o de je me dase
aja me dase pa young for the other side. Hello. Agyapong there.
Nyame adum madwe.
Mejoso.
Odise uyo. Udi uyo dudu. Hashtag na usi me ye here hashtag bia o.
Ase omo ye nua na me si o nipa omo brepa.
Se asansusu sikadasusu mi owo mu ntia. Owo mu na wo di sikadadi. Entina wo mo broma nipa bia o mo tan asante. Na me mom de se ukọ omo bloggers pa platform so a ese mom katia ye no na se omo anti mi nka ehu se yo mu de jem omo de film ni omo be story akodare nya de se media menyi ji omo so to
ye kasa obi nim obi kire nti ne ma bebre ho a ye nuan bebre no omo nim o ena unse ye ma ye bibia na ye beka no ye unse ye nananom akwa kekere o man penti bi eya na we yimu se ye nim nipa yo
odise sade dia mo yo mo zinzongo yo alaba and so still they are against us Mahama ko ha no ko say asante poto oba nana hu a no ochichi na ni ase nana mi de nkan bi o se de atem didie onu da Mahama wo yare ana no na so wo bodam na chese man o din se ya jimi ana obi adidi ni patam na didi otumfuo asante poto ho hene Nika so tun for board did o chiam ya tem.
Yewura chiam.
Wa ba on the security. Presidential house and I want to sapasi we akoto. Na na wa be ke say me do atem. O se o na on president ke be di na tem ma we kwini. O na on pre ke be ke bia kire no. Me see di odua ye no. Afifi obeso obetreso obedi. O cha pa. 8 months ni o ha akwanda na nim se ye tiasi ye body sa for ye body treating draw because only can say yes o say 10 ye say 10 pepe obi amroso o kodo ko trasa obedie hu so me jamfi anu kasakura no etwa kuma for so kwaksi esem kase am kafa na nado ho say ekum nipa of akwa ni sinja ayakantie okudeta braka kansem di diatem kama yamu ya spirit no VR for ya spirit you know ko fa antes mo you can okay asante region na ya ankanado di america no ba be oba ye no ni krom wo di ho ampisa de no ai no mama hayarga ontimi nkodu krom henna dusu ontimi ko savini tese yamuti ebi national parliament 12 years 16 years abambabe osi oye number 3 abambabe so number 3
wow Morty say oh this year is too soft that is our downfall there be minye soft. So you know to fire. Maybe na me say me okoya me fast fire but wo betima fire but said Mahama no say obi akoda obi okoya me fast obetu ni obetu jagu no so why I mean wow hear me memory but on say abi amete no echene bo se mako betima kodi akunwa bi na on say ni tin me do no so no aha me was me sabi ya kwa ncheze ya wodi obi atem Mahama de why ne me yetwi ni metumi yetwi ama na yura na ni ase it motes wo de frɛ ne twi moko no gu na ni me anya se me
twi gu na ni ase
why when kasa
mama ba odi atem free mind it is a question for bebre e di pattern and the one ama bigna president afena fruity west ni ade fruity west wow mama no okabi utimi katre wow officer wa hold that said opana ofre wow sitting president opana otutu din rough now mama only moral rights of the assassin no Ghana ayini de Captain Spark ni we stations ni egu o de sheba na tuafo akọ ba na tuafo discount na tuafo abronya na tuafo kateche fifa na tuafo
obe ne law degree do hati mana kwa ba ati mana kwa US wori nyamo kateche kwa ba why
ya mana kwa ba mana kwa Greater Santo Warriors for ye ma kwa ba osakwa jinim dia ba ne sa de be pinchi me see he o se on se twa free access ni academic no no for omu se Mahama di o mabro mu ne ohia no do so mo na mu tibi go school asante radio bi o person tibi go school bi o de betumi akọ na mu and this power na fe ne de kese zedo Mahama beto pa na kese no dia mo opo all these things o mu hu a o de share media no for ni there nya amasama o de share mi sese no God don't go for na mo kun ayi no me de bi ba atwe no ede o ba atwe yempa muhe bi o ba atwe ne ye asiafo
okay
mumpa mputu momkrom mumpa mputu west na makoda airport am kwede en na bedina ma me see anya akanfo a Ghana asai ya dream se chamkofo enu a Ghana butu because everyone
okay
everyone
at 5 minutes aso
time na so why the last one Mr. Mo obacha ni dey po obacha no bye bye
oh yeah that's it you go the other side hello
audition
aja bako there
Nyame abona mo nso e.
Boko power. Da ma yentie wa.
So dey this time. On say Rollins we no propaganda or ye ne ho ni ma. Yeah, tugu mo ye tutuni mo we ne only one can be German microphone ye. Now, yes, no a good pilot. Me friend no a good pilot, I mean face him. During his time no, Mom passed out, he was adjudged as the best pilot. But in the Air Force, One, he was not the best pilot. The best pilot, what the Madame Major Opoku and Major Opoku. Man, since I should back and maintaining Kevin, but one say no, one got politics to be answering. She was the best pilot in Ghana. No Rollins. And son about Lieutenant Sarkodie. No Rollins say it also as a fourth. But because say we were politics more years hard, Rollins sat exams 3 times and failed. Put for free, Lieutenant or come, say, or free captain, a person come major. Or your 3 times, I'll fail young to be in the and this how we know the meaning say, one say you will crew Ghana. President Mahama and the year chairman, they are monthly. Short memory association. So short memory association, okay, bitch, woman, the crowd, the Omecano Becca. Men fear none too. Never a friend say, Ma'am, President, we ask more kindly, or more kind say, ye cast him in honey, Martin, in a bet you in a honey man. But Sima Caucus in President Mahama and Yepa who soon Yasipaya Timmy. Meanwhile, should dear him. Meanwhile, who dear him. But who didn't Timbia? Nania. Mania, and I'm Peseme Cassetia in Nipa non Honium. But Opion Smith Macadi or Carmen Cassidy because for non the Juma or Yan. Appointments for ye. Well, Mushamupa, won't private Omomia River. Apart from big fish, a man in Watchford, we are Mufriwa. And then, one would be at them more. One would be at some castle in the positions.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on check. Among positions. Now, no, who be the NRF is also, sir, position, occupy, and also occupy. Then see the same thing. Memra and Northern region in Tokyo series. Now, I think, Yanya crusade, Blanky, and fighting my own. One said Bible crafting and maybe what one. And now, if you crash a one chairman and a more, we be Obiamo any. The Northwest, Northwest will pay, most of them in Kasuna, most of them, majority of them, said in Sehuano, Manijo. 1984, Concombat the new Bantopa. I cook Akupen, Nipper will trend it. Kedia said, baby, yes, he say, Mahama, young friends say, we're from Tokyo. Man, please for you and Tokyo, Mahama, dear politician. Fedico for the Boko for the any pay. I'm Mahama, dear politician. And they do need the swan and the fear. The fear pay. Now, Boko, dear Kwameka say, chieftaincy district, Mebuana. Now, you crowd the Asasura a year less than quarter of a plot. I said, Masi, I think it to be a container, it will be so. Any pair official report, any pair to Coco d'Ivoire, Omonaco, 13,253. A Janaco d'Ivoire, Alpha Black Water, so black water. Umucha could be free black water, so we call the woman friend black water. Almost says black water and black water, I'm for the Komui. Amako Duko. And he pay to more than 48,000. And I refugees in their own country. Mahama can't see. Now, most of our people at this Northwest, they are very, very illiterate and very, let's use this word, very stupid. Excuse me to use this word. To the sense, say, will be at a yard, you know, on kind of now a do, pata a do say, and put you by a favorite common count with you. Or that prefers over Mano. A more and answer chance in a passing so much education. A do patapa across war Ghana, even if a lesson for a do Ghana, a patash Pabia, none of us on the course of Mommy. Patapas may see in Nayan share by elections to a year now, and because I see the course in our main election in the office, yes, I did. Most of them are in office. No friends mean now, and you say, hey, now Crawford said the evacuating be. Now, the other be a deuce and who's one of the fire. You really mean they get to a deuce, or Mamma soon could you. Or Nyan unit emphasis man. Now, because I sent so many years one, or the almost found almost area and to Magano. You really are surface, can in Yamo central belt of Ghana, yes, I acquire your home. And again, echo so. Almost see an answer, Kakra, maybe I'm no friends, so we see an answer, Kakra. Almost see an answer. Now, when I say, as I see a new way, almost come home. For what? No part of Ghana, so called as I say that Kakra in your fee.
Okay.
I remember young crowd for some young Crawford. Now, only answer with him, because a childish.
Okay.
And then young Sabian, from Trasremono, Mahama Dodiano, and no chance. They say, Semi Cafe, on that, one more conto, and I'm a boy.
Aye, says I
said, to say, John Mahama, I'm a moko, I'm a muko.
Yeah.
John Mahama. And they buy a crowd too, and I'm hoping you will say, say. What is a by election? But it's very, very important to them that the one as well competence for more. I mean, so Nagana, and then yes, and what's kind of the best currency in the world, and then you say the worst currency in the world. Or make one say,
okay, Prince Moses said there's no justice beyond for northern people. Prince, Doris of us or Streme. President said every one premier and justice for North Bia, they are not going to change. Oh, yes, so Doris of us also. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. What there?
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Moment yet your phone, you know.
Nice one.
Na mama ono wan kasa no the campaign no what a dear na o man for the man aya tim didi Kevin Taylor di atemo di otumfo atem e di asantefo atem e di infantefo atem region wo di obi atem oba ye no na o man no security o na obi kan bi kirewa o se wache no adenti wache wo mu adenti ansana wo bebe wo hyenkofo kutupa ma wo mu diatam saa enso no ko wi ase no obi anka hwe amfa nkyerɛ wo timi frɛ president na wote so Jack Toronto eno no na ye disrespect ana sa na ye den wo frɛ Jack Toronto so what I say akwabi pretty wo kumaskeditia we are no odi akufo adwatem na wo de abeto social media na wo sere so what I say now de obi kan bi kirewa wo de eyewoya wo de obi kan bi kirewa eyewoya enye papa so what I say hwede ekoso yi wan kasa ukurum no mo ko enti Ghana ho no enti no yeni security bia o agent bia wa omu betimi amasa nkofo ya o makoda na refugees no ewo Cote d'Ivoire no adentina ese parasa eyenum guasia mawo eyesemfo mawo wankasa because emra unyam ma wo de ye campaign no enu na sorry etia no Kevin Taylor dia kamsa enu na sorry etia no so chese adentina ese parasa yemfa nto saasafo na obegina o ekeka sansem no eye obi na aka kire no sabi na omutu abana na Kevin Taylor e kire se monkwa ha no saa na obi ka kire saasa se Roger no se Roger no sa atemdidi na start from ade no wodi akufu adwatam saka mama nyina na wo ho so what I say adentina ese ebanasa na yemfanko yenuanom enkranfo so wo mu no mo qualification yeden eye empoano fish na ese mu yie mo qualification na be mana pincinity no onam choko na entuma white na ebonimu mo ko change akwaba no e de mfaso didi pa na e de bremu yemfa yemineral sources no develop academy So what I say na say no enti ma say papa enti ma say mama yetani na wono edi so na ba omi aso yetani wono so eba be diso mo ankasa na mo ye campaign se mo kuro mo akasakasa esi wono mo ankasa ade asem na mo ka fa wo mo tibi nyanya sasem bi anka what I say de akoso nyina no mo na mo de ye politics mo na mo de ye mo campaign muna mudi ya mkampe ene baye no mama hwesemfoi obi yi nani mumpe business ye mumpe hwe asante fo koye pe na mo kasa mo dia na se mo be ko school na mo ababo kro no wa ban mu se se o hwe ministers na mama 20.2 mu no e kan fo se ne wo hwade a kan fo kro enkro nyina wo de so fo na atoto so se a kan fo enkro nyina na ya ki kan ti kan no ese bi gati ano oso be no o say se maami no Harris o be
kinu gati o be for president en chekura
me nya sure say e bit my adwuma na ndisi for no kran bro ye show mu 2 years no eso a enkofo no o mutu abama o mu no o man kasa no se say so o mu ma be ko school o be say o man kasa na hebe tiatia mu yenya wo man kasa na hebe tiatia mu what I say mo anima mo dey campaign na sorry say asa reverse against mu no ima mo dey campaign na reverse against mu no what I say am say another one ka yasem Nigeria man no na you know say eyabusu mo ya no so be ye me boa
chana so on the CC chana
okay Mate, man fancy ano bisun kan medas.
Yam pick young callers. Hello.
Oh, what is it?
It knows up man to say.
Yama money adwuma o.
Yeah.
Yankopon na dom na wanso.
Boko.
Chinua Achebe ne kan asem say things fall apart, the center cannot hold. Amambo na bi so ama Gonja mafia. Na wa ukuro bole bamboy ene ayi sola no de keka ena edan abubu enipa wuwu chese entokwa tribal war we nya tribal conflict beko de adru no e chain tribal conflict nti e kan tribal war atimi say wo mind defe one say is easier said than done ekofo adote so woni Mahama yarega ekogina aboko ko kan say tembia MPP aban beba so no na tribal conflict no na a revival na me pacho mo pensi entokwa esi ebi won kran nipa wuwom ebi oboko nipa wu ebi wo sola enipa wu enti mo no mo che wono mo ye de na mo ya fa hu se ya ye no kese more than 50,000 e wo Ghana aye refugees so enka o man Ghana so kra de yen country aye wo refugees camp and Liberia for bet bra more than 50 years yansan wo mu ko mu krom enti die na aba ama asemwesi to the stand say Ghana for nso akoye refugees wo obi man so na we no it serves as a lesson e de maye nuanom nodness amo no moye madwen say mo de mo nsesa da tem bia no de mo mpanifo no be ka kire mo no na motie mo mpanifo no omo ya dadafo omo ye traitors in such a way say woman be share Southern Ghana and woman your freedom and until they don't care about you people over there whether you will die or you will survive but what can some children say aba where them wow the oba go near to aba no atran me de sekan bangi cube and fiase ama eye pankese near the abadada no akoto aba and then mo show mo luzu mu fie more than refugees e come ne rekum mo nim ba bia mo de mo ni mu kire sen so ampa say moti wono mu wo oman hu adwen papa se Ghana ha no ba bi wa mbetinya ha bo mo ho ama na yeye na so mo panifo na hwe mo ho nti wo se mo nko se Togo se Burkina Faso se so hie o wo se na 70 sa so wo ma didi ame wo de jacuzzi building mu ni ekeka ho na dia ya kan se wo mo so video Emma nodness no wo mo kan wo mo kuro mu kasem no omunkwafo na enko school da no wo monte sa language no ntimi nko o madwem because wo kana be kan twi ya yen twifo no yen ko ntoko there is no way chini yenya sama wobeko say japade na wobeku nipa eyan himfo ne trase kasem no na sundwe ayeden aba you people should learn from the account tribe na sundwe ebrem krom na nya da bia na sam kitikiti bia na da tokwa na dipa kum na ekwaso so on say na sam netie afi godjen on the say sa iboni ya otiwe papa no nkasa no se wo ani wo honhom wiase a papa no ye demon na say Captain Smart nso ye demon Captain Smart akoton eye oman ni shebre dia ma gonja di no enti asaka esisi wo Ghana ha no enya ize se wo wote won wo guzi san nani no wode betre kuma se kwan mu na accident yesi nani no wode betre takwa de kwan mu na accident yesi nani no wode betre voter kwan so a ya ka president ya otiso yi won tu sa gonja or they say eye yibo kin in free Ghana ha wa ya na so nani wa na so wonte tina wonte no papa atamu kama ahun wo Ghana nyina be sori atiamu mu panifo na mo kan bi ewom na ye kan mu ntie no wo start say o mo takra mu a me se mo se enwan dan na mo ba mo se ye mu bi nsem a ye kan no ye nim se dia ye kan na ye kan papa no nko no ye musuo papa man nko o ye musuo de man Ghana man ni presence in Ghana here no enti enipa moja enti mo pa me free Ghana wo ye boni won kwa di kulom no kwata no nko boni bra until then da hu ba so no mo so no mo de se yatia mo ba wo se ntwaboa na obi kan ansam se mo ni so atem o de se me de ma no asi nti obi so meto aso
Joseph wa me chia pa saso na ayi kwaku mensa kwaku was Mahama has glorifies violence and lies. No wonder he's unleashing violence in his own native district. I know the unheard films so I say Doris Ofe was we American. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Boko there.
Boko here. I have to know. It's hard time. I do tell me yes, and the boy Casabia na yemi amonta for yemi anum kam and come for near see guy. Omo so omo ani yo.
Okay.
Then I can be na yemi Muslim poor. Yemi anum kam for. And come for crowd omo nshira munshira if you are for name fancy for. Omo maybe omo te na na say agree crap Rebecca na enche wia na GJ edi greater crowd then when you na Eastern region ojali ba ya 80s mu wa no be no greater crowd and find the form and baby atna most as so in crown and I can and find the crown is an ko mo present ka yemfa ayiko crowd and can no pride Obacha na se wan de the won cry here cry se obokombe fun fa ne na obekai akwa ba cry de me ka se Benin ge di cry de mo and the kuja se yeah akwa I pema o de you pa Benin ta o ko dancer wombla mo yes ali de ya akwa ba de ana isrimfo no so a yes yenya imo they are a mo na MPP for now be say so omo so ye campaign yi if say NDC for an komo beka ma na nko I say the work and komo be gina say akoye isrimfo ntina akufo ado yi na nya mo nti be say so MPP for communication I say omo so omo muja na ko be bia no mu say akanfo MPP party na nya akanfo kwa dia o magana for you
Okay, young the other side ho. Now you call. Hello. Okay, I'm the other side. Hello, to say Abeta.
Hello, Odishaba.
Abeta to say.
Yo, spiritual sex doctor.
That's right.
no baso a me was na obi kan ye be friends na ye busy internet dia to me dem ai odishia ba me tie din na de bi ha me ma o program a oyi na no ma realize say as I said it's hard time one day be a platform no na yen se dem misa Ghana na nkasa no e dey empower no mu hia say because ya was season anytime because ye hu dia Ghana for ni hia say na wo okatachie ekonoba avan bemushe mu be education sa wanye careful mabambegu it one day mu bia mo platform no ye ntia make us an say me pick we fi different angle bi say ye hu dia Ghana for ni hia me no platforms ni nkonfo mabobo mu di omo platforms ni na no okatachie platform ekonoba platform avan bemushe platform odisheba platform no yani they are doing any abrofuna doing running ahead of time. Internet world, creativity, motivation. It's yani are doing be. Ana Ghana no so no only access to internet no only the akoso wo wiase no. E de ne bekwa ko wie wo sofo na ase, e de ne bekwa ko wie wo asori fie. It's Mahama study system na wo hu say ya hwe countries with the lowest IQ Ghana kan me president. Into some only countries with the lowest IQ daily. Washa hunu di omu here. Into the omu here. Oben we also see 10 churches ama assemblies of God. Koshe that day comment and go asiye. It's when we don't know hey, ya be who did the sa education sa. I did pa na Ghana for ya because election we no. As I say, it's me my education kakra. Shebe bia ya stronghold won na NDC fa ho e dey mpa no mo ka kire nkrofo no e dey election no mo ye e dey voting no mo ye ama obi party mo free education na wo sa to obetia no a eh ya nia na no odin o de sheba obi timi mo free education o mo free access to national health insurance enyama bebre na be ye na sa nkrofo ni timi bu o mani go so ni ya stronghold no mo kikire kakra mo kikire wo opposition party ni mom no na no de sheba yen hwehwe what does the Ghana a citizen what do they need at this time because they compare Bible na Nyankopon yi Moses no o study nkofo ne hunu de omu hia no ono de ni nya ne baaye Aaron kwa no sa study no de Joshua baaye nti so one study nkofo na hunu de omu hia no wanya amomo de a enye be ye dey because ye ya dwen sese no enye obi o Ghana dwen no it's a far different emugwa say your man for no so nkan for the end there emotional distress na is say Ghana your mental health you fani serious into no the nkan for ni na your mental disorders na e fall under distress Ghana ye ni mental health issues into no ye ni hospital or because of course psychiatric there dey agi bebu an so abodam ti no okodabi people are going through emotional battles e been crying for no I want to say about idea ya wo wiase pa na say when you bete wa dwen be bie na ubi bia e wo hu bia no yafa ubi bia twa ho ahia o anka wo access wo hia hwe yafa into omani se tu ya omo no enkan na eye omo capital na omo so omo te wo no sese no dia omani bebo so bia na eko baabi and into no fight emotional disorders. It's in kind of fun. Say they will come like an aggressive and attack. Debbie, a emotional disorder. Yare. Na yanshe solve this kind of tribe and ethnicity ni di omo yena. A mental disorder say. Enye me twanka for ho hie ni na. O de mention one na sin kan ni be netimi ye. Mention. E dey na wo Ghana ho. Ubetimi ade unsesi ubo ne ga adangbe o hwan yo ba ke o ba ye mo ankasa nkrafo na mo yi mo hu ma ntem emie hu no sese bia busua mo fa ncheme ase na mo nka nipa ho ase mo kwa de mo education o mo bi no na nkrafo timi ye because mo amunyu kwa na mo ka Wasumo komi kekene, wake fried rice besane. Wasumo komi kekene, wake fried rice besane. Munipa bako ye book back and keso bonyansa nyum kakama muni na wonkra mu ye mo pedokno na nchinem ti mudi bia no ma me makoda
na se chira say saase no wasumo komi kekene, wake fried rice besane. Wasumo ko ye pedokno
Any in Chinam. Yen Friday is in Yasam.
Asam when I'm some Mahama the campaign. Wow.
Into no any omunyu bebre ni choha mi lai momo oh choha mi jaya boss munyu muni na chidasa mudi amonka ye hu enye edwamanya eni tina be kwachoko na 16 years wa wo be 5 munyu na mwankasa no muyi mu hu adi o se se na asantini na ne ko no koti asantini nyum ye fada de lumba nyum be ye 2 pe ebe kansin kan fo nyum 100 aminim ude kana ko fada de lumba nyum mienu pe famachi de nyum mienu pe fakoje ntwin anyum mienu pe na fa be compare wa sumo komi kekene of get fried rice besane any choha mi lai momo choha mi dear boss choha mi lai momo o si yankin be choha mi monyum ni na nti wo ade na mo ye no mo kohwe mo foundation every titi na nkran fo no man ade na man nkran fo hu be ye hu kraye o hwehwe langasa nkran fo langas ni nkrani kwakọ wasase amawa onu onto obi o wako fe langas phone enyema bebe mu bedi homowa ban of diamond na nkrani aba oso da mu nyema masizi mesima mu nye dede enyema ne tutrosen bebe ne de tagi mu ntino mu emotional disorder na maba mu attack asante phone no wan kasa bisa ho say that name Ghana ne senka asante phone ni mu bianka mo nkran fo mo betimi atechire Ghana. That name Ghana na gina ho no wo dia wo ya ka Ghana wo mo fo say ye besesa oba che no ba hwan no sa akwa international mo fo ba ke na mra ni ahwe dia nkanfo betimi aye mo nkan no mo de mo ntare hyemu mo de mpabo hyemu mo be ye chohami o mo be ye wosomo community na o ade ya
mohe na nye eba ke mohe
yo
no
o de ti me se ade ye wo wiase se o de se ba okita de precious pa no wani ate ni agini na afrunsam ene na e ha omo no se so de okochoko ho na se all the big banks ni no head office e wa Accra can they sit down ho o de choko ho na e ye mu Jamestown ho no Ghana Commercial Bank ho no mo fa pen paper na mo nkwohwehwe nkaifo egu sa Ghana Commercial Bank ho na mo hwe asantifo egu ho na mu wi amoko National Investment Bank intade no ni obi ku a wankasa hwe stronghold no nkranfa ni yadru hifa de ni ye na mum yakase ye penchinam de ye kompoano ye benni ye no ompoano enyama bebre ni enim musam ye even na abrocha akwa ye wei won abrocha ha ye wei wo hia ukrom nkani akwadre de na ma wankwaduma wo fa ho be nkrata ye pre ye de eti on nkani nye sa da bi obeye wo somo komi kekene wo bedi dokro ni nchina no ada nti e be sere mu bebre baby amode ntokwa na eba no mo hwe mu fie ye so do nsa ba ko point na foni na so chirent no e de hye ba ye hwehwe dia Ghana foni hia sese ni enyamom na emsi minumie no adwene contem ana sese so Mahama de MC say 4 years no say aso no be siamo mo aso was steady ye hwe countries with the lowest IQ Ghana kan ye ni problem na emom no modern platform no be education me di nyame kan no fa nya wadwuma
better no the spiritual sex daughter one no hello mommy net say
audition na mi adu na so
bokopa wada mami ntiwa
and then they just what fire and just say ma stressa edum bi na atoma kuma so me pese me toma John Mahama
enwum be no
na o se bu am 50 odum bi o se me shenda ni mu west no papa o se ana si bu akua o dware ama ho fi no de beye mi am be aso Basia na say ye dimi yanko
afe na ubesu
obema wa ho foke watu
anko wuye
abroso faso ya fesi sumame
anya rimpo na wusin ya ampa kakra besu ni no atene ya obetu piga nti we ya Mahama betene samia
anti bisida masresa bibi ya be bisida Mahama
obetene samia
o se to be misra wa na ya bo mame
mate
na John Mahama unya hrohwe afena kakra yikra na wosi ene wo beto samia wo beto piga na wo ka se wo de ye enkrofo de ye kufu ado no na wo ka kire kufu ado se oye mafia akufu ado anyimi oye tietia wo di na tamo no na wo wadwene ne bom enti afei ene ampa afei pa na wo hyase na wo de try se wo be kan krofo anu atum na hwe de beto wo beto piga se John Mahama wo beto samia when you say obi a yade da no o se de pokontompo ni bia so gina ho na o ka asama o hwe di pani na o titini tirim na ne nse wo so na o hunya oka enti John Mahama wo beji John Mahama wo yedi no na che se waso waduro efisa John Mahama ti ho ni mi ohun no kure ni nanum bako John Mahama pa fere ade eni ti no timi wi Ghana ye ni ti na atamos ka se won konko fa ayi play na okoto ye no ma ye ho konta no ye hwehwem efisa ni pa kromphobia won ka no kure eni pa kromphobia wo ye wudini Just John Mahama says suban fit and when you now wo. I said the woman has a croffer theater. And tina won't take Ghana. John Mahama said, can I tear a brochure kura? The course for what pencil for 8 good years, another pencil. Mate, what is it?
Oba, someone kwanya dene say to me kan etienchina trimo soso yetimika kakra beka me yiri ni na mi otia.
Okay, to aso kasa
That's it. Obetini samia. Obetini piga. No shade we pin ho. Ye bindi na temwa kopem se John Mahama ofu da hokra me do what? If he say, what dua boni? What di yes what dua boni na obete swaba. What me ankola gu ayi amana no nkwada hwe akoya wo ye de beto ko hwe na ase sabio betwani kra wo ti wurum enti de na ase be say erade kru hwe ni monre ne mom ase kakai ase de mom de tutupen hwe ne na ase ti se yare bi no ye fe me atwifare eya wana wona ase na yetum bibie no hono mo a wode ye eko akwa fi wasted me gina ho kasete the whole Ghana including ya hefa kese including ochiame na ni mo fere abrofo kura kotono akwa fi tantawe wo Mahama wo tua no ka e ma ni dinko edi atem wa bodam papa wo tramo nam se wonum bi se ka wonum tramo pa enka won ko gina ho ko kase enkrofo di atamti afa na wo wahu wan bodam afa na wadanya na wahu Mahama wo jare wate afa na wo betu pika 8 years atamditia wo didi akufuado wan kasa onkwada wo party for sabejenfi wo ahwan timi gina wo di papa wo ya ka papa na onnam na wo pebosia na ode behwe enyankama na wo gina na wo di natam na wo friend ache mafia onaye gbani
okay
onaye frefre
okay
John Mahama me say wonya hu hwe na me ye ma di se ka bi be di watam eno wa ahweni pa na asepa hweni pa ba ya wote America ne na se ti se ase atwifare aye de pen eno se ne na bro mu nyina akora pro na akwa wetimi ba e ma Ghana security timi ko wi akwa wadi ni tena play mu free mama we ya boa so bebie wa no ka se Yatam the dear, may come in inside the near. Me swing me. That's so super we in the Bible said the cost yesterday, no, Yafamano. And to the what the papa could no. No one for when you to sepa pay break out broken walk or shimmy. Sansenia ka wo president kwaka se yehwehwe wo semu nanso so fa kwati kwati mi huye bedi ade chinchim Ghana de Ghana coffee from say plim eti good years so ama papa ya na ma na suma anyo na da woten kramai ene sakramai ene hutia enkuo mu se yin di papa ya tni super Ghana na bedi so afa na waje wani so hwe wo pa so 7 months or 8 months ohun ne ekoso play tihwe any pay wow, Mr. Wow, when I will be she. Okay. Now, me pamu atindi here.
Yeah, that's
why. Ha, I can make charge ba.
Yeah, that's why.
I think your Mahama. Sister, what I am kind of sicker. Yet the woman when you mum panye. I'm on my fele kakrama. That's what boy what that one na. Attempt na papa. Na be kakramie but twist wonu we here lordino sa hwa so kwasia we set bi gina ho akwakanka we ne yakwa converting yes pacho was me pacho kwasia we e fe Sam George alatani ampo we no wote ho hwe ne patam e dey wote my ho na so timi di akufo adwatem kwasia fo gimi fo what's what di
okay
yeah that's it when you say you're funu, one cast all your fruit that. Miss Afton, I'll bet to piga or bet to Samia. Or this year,
mammy, that's a far. Etty, Yamma, no,
somebody, but if you put what I someone quiet, say to me, come, it's not 3 months or so.
Okay, young life for so. Mahama, one more dear Becca. My minute to say. Hello, my minute to say.
Hello,
my minute to say.
What is your ayo? Which yet your food? Wabwe Juma. Me pharmacy me a fee, a baby, mammy, and you are Mahama, your best room. Quite what cheap, not some you. Kowachi sambe biu yesu nwe Ibrahim Mahama ena wo bopa ma Kevin Taylor eyeye tamo kateche free fire bomu kan yesa Ibrahim Mahama na sponsor nkrofo ba ku yo wo Germany a otumi de akufo ado anim be jan se na anim se chimpanzee ni na yesu nwe Ibrahim Mahama ena sponsor ena o yesa de we efi atso Senegal be ka obura o nyina be yi omho ano bopa yeye Ghana ahemfo otumfo nyina Onyankopon obedi wo ne otumfo na nado ne ba o me obedi mu ne one wontam asem fi sa tenten ne nkuto ni Onyankopon e mo se mu di mu wanya nnuro bi bobbo mo ho ban na Onyankopon de obia nsisi no na ne onipa gunu ubetwa wo de ye ya na obo pa na wo nkrofo twa da pa twa a Onyankopon bebu no onya owe osoro ntamasam ono we yire lord na ina ne mo sofo wangan nya asambe so god asofofo a no kro man kanti eni ya besraw wo nuanom na ya pam won a o ma kogu Cote d'Ivoire ene Burkina Faso ebi aba ye nim guase akra mo ani nwu ade se edu nkatia papa wani nwu ade mo mfere hwe wahu bonia na o madwum enti ya bato a sanka mboko akofo so ma register na mo meto aba mam enya mani wo wase sesika akwatia akwacheche ama akwatia monje yese mo chiche sika isa ni pe wo a mo kan ye tibi mani nwu ade wa hu edu voting a sambako ma wona mo oto na kofa wo mo bra na ho bambo bi esese o de bossa e ma ne meme hu ban wo mu kro mo tent ko na o mo dam akra ewu etwa nsuo ko wu kofa wo bra wo kro mo wo hyase na wo yesa because yese wo kro mo fo no e na ene won ko ada na wo ye nipa bone sa ese edu nkatia ne NDC fo mo ye nipa bone fo ya ma adwe bone wo mutim ha Onyankopon fa mo bone ncha mo edu abato a mutumi kwa loteje ko se mukọ yi label nyina kofa enkrofo bakọ zamna makofa fulani nyina mukọ kofa won be register won din so mo meto abama mo ada na mo ye nipa abone fo sa mo kofa mo mra Ghana ye rajo Mahama kwa na kofa won bra no osuru na ni wudi wo si MPP fo na hye bokun tokwase wa hu ni ato wo wa ukrom wunya hwehwe kwana kofa won na tent no bebo Ghana ma won na ma omko omafuom ni ye ma won aduane ni omafuo da ho na omakọ hospital wo man Ghana mu aja won sa ada na mo ye ni pa bone fo sa si edu nketia fifi kote sami jamfi Sam George ano ya onyame betua mo ka o mo kofa Ghana fo ma no mra Ghana na abato a anka mbakwa akọfa won na omo ho ekrampo no edu abato mbakwa daada won because mo so adwe ne wo fam mo ba kwa daada won MPP fo mo nya hweye na mo so mo soja wo won to so mo konkofa Ghana fo ma ne fi Burkina Faso eni Cote d'Ivoire ne fa na ko hu ukro mu hin ho na mo nko kanche won na omo na fie omo afuo wo ho omo bibia wo Ghana waja won omo ko ho den no mu di yes bag back home did back home did you a painful and I made her story no I don't have from near video that cruise so na me heavy and I'm in the pub bonus NDC what time on my sicker Eddie Aquatia say so open supremo into Amra Tracunaso move west Sikaneke no ni amade because mu crow move for no I drain or from one I drain your papa no a DMPPH Agene wo fom na kwose sa won brafie ho de omo ntena ho omo ado omo mfuo omo nyuma wo ho na mo nkofa ese edu nkatie na kofa won na fa omo bra edu abato anka mbokwa akwadada won hu so omo adwenfo fom akofa won so omo meto abama mo de ama mo nkofa ma na musuo mo na abato ta mo nso na mo kase mo kotwa nsu akofa akwadada wo na ho no nyame be strike mo and ye shena mo shenu mu nya hu ni eheketwa ana mo ye de pa bone forsa mo se Ghana sika sa west mu hu ni amode sika ne ye wenti na Ghana fo to abama mo eto je Ghana fo na me de abata ne nkwala na me yam hihye kwana ko fo mo bra fie odi she be ni nyame nya ju
me da so pa yanko the other side no hello
odi she
aha ma me to say
Arade adumo na nso
boko wada ma yentie wa
Arade ka ho be memu why boy man
yeah that's it
yo odi she ni mati ase na ma me ra kwa ma masusa me sende yi show na me hwe fallopias ho bia na oyi show na kenwa ye show bi na no na me hwe bi na odi betu su bi ma me re hoye ala tani na ibokin no o hu se o mu se chief bi wo north side ho no mo ono so ye specialist na nasema o kan se ala tafo no saa akonya na ohe alatani neti so saa ne ho no no nipa Ghana for pa monko tu ho no no omakum nipa de ti ahye ho akola ene ote so na odi enya saa tumi na odi kasa no na tama NDC for eba beto aba no ene omoko fa saa latafo ne fa north side ho ema wo mo Ghana ID card about 2 million votes no munya for north side no enye northerners for no to aba ne ma Jomama omunya Jimmy Foster alatafo no and number 2 saba no enti tokwa audition that say ekosu be review or not for side ni na no we don't have to blame only northerners nko alatafo no so ka ho ena edi sansa mo no enti na
why obi na kan obi na on for no kan sa asebi
aye ken one the be show
na that nipa no ko police station ko report wo hu se nipa na ku nipa na wate nkora so na wonko ye case
ai papa na waka no live show ma send ya ya ko he ma send ai message abro
e bia na sensational for no answer mkeka na bia
ma send ya abro
na ukuta information na former police dia send na okra
nipa na ha eno kwa ya mfo no kwa na this spiritual na sementon nche but the ya reku kese ne say I can one say information kuta no Jomama ko fa not ai sa Nigeria for the far north side ho eno mo Ghana ID card e beto abane ma NDC for no emo mo win is power no enti na sa e fe ne say no for to kwa na ekoso bebebe no e beti aba say alata for no kwa bi ka ho na edi sansa mo ne mo enti ka no for no nyimi say NDC for ba Woman yenny my papa be our not for non come back to about this mama is out for 2 million boot intino. That just says see another tap for us my year can't your mamma bunia or casano. It's in ya dear your mamma dear. Sir, Ibo must go no better because no must sign contract or no ma move vote I demand better Ghana. Intino Monia said 2 million now did this answer moneno. Is they said the Ghana crony to me, she said. NDC for sell crony to Honomono because the guy we say no. But the ordinary picture too with friends and cry. One way Yalatani, sort I say. It's in a pa appointee at your mamma for me and the criminals and one and one share. The papa is open and so on fashion to Miss Ghana from Ghana, almost sorry. Won't prove Romunia, Namiana Mopo Betia Copy, Kuma, you question of forces yan. No, not Cocona Class, you should be Miss Debro. Obi free no for the Casai. Was it every blessed day? And Cola, I know no for any papa and night. Bakana omunti enfama bonti. En kola ida ida sa ye kunkum pasa. Ube huna we ida e no for honom. Because ala tafona ko gu ho. En ensemoni omudi no. En omo so kono for so esi prostitution no. Ala ta ho se de esi no for side o se de esi koso wo hono kra no. Enya asem ketwa. Na sa positive no so komo ni mema no so da mo fa ho nsu a mo fa ho bibia. No be de akwa rituals. En na sa ala tene no. Le busu medi na chi a wo som no no. Yesi wala ta mem ho no. Na sa busu no emoja no mo pe. And then a papa not here, and what is our regions, or is in crop for Honoma, and crop for either or Ghana, who says, but who near could be near China in the truth. And cost to be Beno. And this is but the piano side and continue call. It's the same as Ghana for Mosra. Momo Brosanco for me, and I also can't be say. I saw for funny be so she said, and no more can on support us are Ibokino, and many this uncle says, it's in the said yet. I was a Ghana for Yana, sorry, near the Nancy form. Now will be out that sorry, when young couple 2 minutes to me or 2 moon, no cassa, extra no. Na baby abedrubia no pro sankofo we mu nyina nua na me se ye bro mu nua be ka wo man komo be ka mo ma na se eyi o be paralyze so be wuwo se de betu to mo nkwanhia na betu so mo mu fi ho no because they say 4 years a day ni mu de o this year enya asem keto na edem no eti the more mo je ni hwiegu no na jo mama na de power ba eni ti ba pa na bu na ni egu na so mo fa hwe ho o de na mo no mo a ede me koso no enti no ofofo ne de ye nya o mo kuma se fo no ofofo ne ba ha mo pam wo mo no ma fa me pae because niema ekoso wo ho no this year, and yes, I'm to a crime. And this is said the Ghana Coronidia, yeah, mobile power. I just say nature and never come in. Ain't it? Evil formers go. Obia sorry, Quabo, Saturday and so call Bia sorry, Quacomo. Now, and any papa phone and Ghana phone and Yankobwa, Yan Shading Yankopobe. So this year I didn't count what it. You can say, yo.
Mammy call the other side. Hello.
Oh, the Sheba. What time is wrong?
Yo, Yentiwa. Oh, 1 to 1 so. Call 9 to 1 so. Hello. Okay, I'm so 1 to 1 so. I'm here so over. Hello, madam. It is. Yet won't go.
What time is so?
Dabi, I know now Casao. Now, Obi the other side, other line so. No, be other line so.
Hey! I don't know Gusano.
Hey, that is that. Minim Sauti, there was Obi also the other who's a nice Yapico.
Mantis or no be Cassa.
Oh, I feel no be a real granting about the other side. And until all I say,
oh, I see. Yo, any money do my pa.
Yeah, that's mammy.
Money, aye. Nametra say, Mahama. Yeah, a kumni pa. And Cananado go we. One non Mahama no. A dear nicknames and a one farmer a Nanado.
Yes, some more.
One Mahama Nankasana make you. Nicknames are whole dwarf. Now what the friend Nanado, Ebini. And then what could you now say, oh, bad was so bad day. Will be easy.
I did your terminate.
Me say. Ebe funo Mahama
obedi what you put said obedi
ebe funo afekran wa ene se de wa bring krokra say ya hunu say atem didie no osoro no
Alex when say your friend Bolly Idi Amin Mahama Bolly Idi Amin
Mahama me say atem didie ne ebe funo wo be dwane afri Ghana I tell you ye be di na tem papa Mahama ye be di na tem yie sami jamfi ene ofosu kwache ne ye fe ne dai Akwaya wa ye de say ahemfie twini
Sam George
San George ene de ne sense de wo ka homa mu wo soro no
okuje to abla kwa
wo no ene de na funa toto ya de na betusu you de say what ne yiri ejadi e de dem sem no wo ma meka e de batem de die no mo ndi na do atem Sam George kwase we ya wo gina hoyi Debatem the dear pa no when din anado atem yale ahodo mo sese gu nanado so nanado eso papai wankasa so ono na kan wasese wunimo konkon nyame nko bi ma the battle is for the Lord afekwa na ne ho ye femo afekwa na papa no nyame hira no atem dia mu di papa bebrebe Mahama data na wo we hen na me say esremufo no ma ye ma wo mo ho nye ye mobo wo mo chimi ankasa na di wo mata me nyi bi mfirim wo mo ye mu ankasa emwa because you dey say ya to aba mo say asantefo MPP asantefo dia ya ntoma mo enne mo na ye kunkum mo say nwan emwa ye kunkum mo no Mahama wada ho wo ma ho Sama ha wase ekufa the time na entokwesi wo fe ho say entokwesi wo baby first ba nwia kro mu ho so wase ba nwia na man tokwesi wo ho
na wo kan na bokode no ho
na so ene de say wa wo hwena no wo ankasa wo krom na asi ada na wo nkọ ka ho asem de say wo krom fo na akoda ne refugee ti baby enkofa ma nso no ana na wonko na nko sesa wo mma wo ye utise brebre timate akọ ensuom Mahama wo ye utite sa odwanfunu ko sesa wo mma wo komfo no ko fa wo bra ndi watimi akọ kam Captain Smart ne akwa bi na nanim tuntum na ne ti kakra sa no de say you de say bibo no akwa na ye fe ne say o hine ba ho anwa ye fe ne say Osori ano odedi ekufa odedi ekufa ado atem na kwa bi no kwase bi no
ba bo na wo kan asama bo ma bia na
kwase na nanim tuntum ni tir kakra no ye venze nefuru se de enkwala di mu agoro no sa akwa no ye venze nkwase afo we se nu sori a nya mutipen na nado munya na nado hu ba bi ya bo sori na mo kaseti na nado nyame betwio mu nyina aka mako me se Mahama obedwane afri odi ne namrum obedwane afri you de say Ghana na wagane ne yire to kese no wo ho no Mahama na tete na masum na mo ka bibi say o say afri SHS ye twem no kore
ebehwem
no kura enka me mete me say enka meto hallelujah abose ashe nyame din animonyam ama Ghana fo wo mwafu se enipa ebi hu won faso enipa yese ade bi ben wo a wo mpe agese ekototwene amache de miami krom ni wona bo no nwum wose ade na ben wo a wo mpe agese ekototwene ne wani di akire say ehiafo manu a no mo sori a wo mo yedo enana do atwam hu school fees na wo mo se wo mo di aduane bone no say ye twa school no ma wo hu ne de be ye me pa ode je ba e be ye me de rough na ye bre bi be kan sem bi se kioso esisi you de say kuma se ne ade no ye nwiri ntumu me ne ye adwene sa kioso di nyina no ye ntafuwi e na abegu ho e no ma bobo kioso no ma kuma se aye tan e wo se ye dwiri ni nyina atugu no mo san ko wo mkrum wo mo nkotena awia ne so ho nom ye hia wo mo wo ho Wama betna santimemu no mo sori ankwase asem say ai ye mampon de ye mpe ya santini how dare you wumpa santini ukurum ne wo kokurum ne kopre kokurum ne kokopre say ye mpa santini wo hono na betna obi man so say ai ye de ye mpe ya santini MP muwa mu ho afiafin muwa nko mukrom be se Mahama eye ba funu no eye ebe funu na funu no mi so obedwane Mahama one ne nkofo o nyina bedwane o de nyeba na no esi
mama nko the other side no so hello Hello.
Reason.
Yes, sir. Penny Boko there.
I'll book on. But I'm going to make us out.
I quite all.
Yo, me chia phone, you know. Them live the kind. I am who too full. I don't know so too full. So I warn you. I don't know.
I said you must share no. You may have share you
because I send you on my obi after or can Eddie Abo be but no I come on. And then Mahama who said we are now. If you say woman as a Ghanaian, I teach on a member man do say. President here to four na only mushi a dear any Mahama. But what I mean,
you talk about
aha, nipa unsua dear and tea a whoopah Mahama because yeah. A queen Mahama France it came no from Assembly Maya or the other president. And I'm more yet to say be a watch for myself. Mahama say, who did it to primary school 6, primary 6 in New I think the primary 6 in New a yard, yes, sir. Because here, Mahama Assembly Maya be a first MP, I be a minister, I be a vice president. I a president. As I be a president. So, a quiet person view of mine, a demon. And to be baby say. And therefore, almost money watch man, if you should do man, I fata one. Because the beer man may be a chess, as will be away fresher. You also can move cool. So, we bought from one, so we are fresher. So that's it. Men are barefoot. So that's it. The beer man may be a quiet to be a barefoot. Ubakase wonye assembly mind da ubakase wonye minister da ubakase wonye MP da ubakase wonye first president da ubakase wonye vice president da e dey be tin ka mo e dema Mahama say ubakase woni kra wuni ade se minister of finance oye ubakase woni wuni ade se minister of health oye it is a way mistake and you people that can bo amane from your own intelligence any your friends instructions now go to me ask my shades anything but it seems that after Mahama to say obi a we comfortable bi na o to no expect say obi mran information for ade bi a woni mo and now Mahama da so to no security for the man Ghana security intelligence e wa bra why president for so many times I mean that's my way beji on my time in yafe as pe o man no peke and so much for so bia or ba ko just say you it depend the rule say Ghana say the shinipa obu o my say mo e she obi a o ye hwesi ni eso because they be brain on by chese Mahama president of Woody what the new innovation be about the presidency old jokes na the same old same speech in the first meet and pie na turn or home na and one or the it be the you understand some and then the one who say it be the activity no amount for the idea and then concentrate and you can tell us make or they can tell a certain example then can and then manager name of the way I understand I'm up and then I'm a jam and then why not go to the man now go for the go for that and we see no na say Judiano and one of
that's right
it's Mahama yana dwene say ne odia no wo twa kopem say the 4 years no so nya de amafo de no becha ne to so mienu minnuanom nkafo ama ma di ya wo ho pa na mi hu nkofo ma jimi te san nkafo mo signboard ho na mo ko signboard wo ko pe ade ama ukuro mu a signboard now you can hear na so wo predi dia ma wo mai fo a signboard na wo na signboard no so for so be na obinya ama wo mai enti Igbo kin eji mukuro na afa na wo ti wono mo no wantimi anka hwe enka fo mabru ni maba wa enya adwuma nye wantimi anka se yenye bibi project bi a ebetima panka fo manko a wantimi ampre na wo yɛ saa wɔhene wei na nkɔfo nigu mpoano na wantumi ankɛti adwuma bi sɛ aban nyi saa adwuma no na yɛmfa nkrankɔ nkɔla no monhwɛ mɔmɔ ɛpono ano ho ban na nkɔfo nkɔtɔ wantumi anyɛ wei no nyinaa mfa saa adwene wei nyinaa ma signboard ho na mo ɛnkafo mo ho ɔse asantefo nti na moyɛ saa mahwɛ a mode ti bɛsi fam na mobɛwie no na mo no ahyehyɛ yie asantefo ɔmo signboard na ɔmfa nyɛ hwee wɔn mu di ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo gye no wɔn agye awie nti sɛ wonim a wobisa kɛntɛn kora ɔbɛka kyerɛ sɛ akɔ aba wobisa obama ɔbɛka kyerɛ sɛ akɔ aba wobisa bush ɔbɛka kyerɛ sɛ akɔ aba kɔ Spain ɔbɛka kyerɛ sɛ akɔ aba Britain ɔbɛka kyerɛ sɛ akɔ aba nti nyɛ wo ɛna wobɛma asante ayɛ kutu ayɛ bam asante ayɛ kutu bam dada ogu pa mimi sɛ ɛka me nko a ne nkata ɔde no akɔ aba ne yɛnyi firi na yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛte sɛ airport bi go wɔ nkran a asantefo din na adeɛ so a ɛnkɔ baabi a o Ghanafoɔ din bɛkɔ baabi a na asantefo din bata ho ɛde ti na dɔmahene pɛ sɛ wɔde no ɔbɔ asantefo din ɛde yɛ kɛse sɛ wonim a na dɔmahene no ɔno wɔyɛ asanteni dada nti no deɛ wɔyɛ biara no ɛyɛ ɔno a na ɛblande no because ɔno a wɔnim
okay
ɛti nkafo mɛpa menua some so
time no yɛ aso time metama aso nti fakakra so so yɛ
meba me nuanom notness wo ani wu na mo sɛ mo wɔ biribi na mpɔtɔ mo ka yɛ a mo mpanyimfoɔ na mo bi mu wɔ mo ne ma mo mfa me mmɛhyɛ obia na MPP4 montie until sɛ mode Kennedy Agyapong ebedi mo anim mbɛtena opposition saa daa na no ti
aja yaso yɛda ase pa mamemfa last caller we count hello
hello what is here
yes sir boko there
me chiao ya wo adom boko afiani
okay
me chiao ni otiefo yeah me chiao ni otiefo nyina ya adofo a etie nyina me de kakra me kan ma me bi na introduce what do you call it education free education ye twem omien nyanka say free education ye twem wo Ghana kwa on can say extreme the end in jail because akufu ado aboa Ghana na ya boa Ghana ma Ghana koswa on say ye ebe boa Ghana na wetwem ba enough the end in jail ye Kwame Nkrumah hyehyɛ and that so ye adwuma e wo no we chere person nkunya mama and I me to also I can say what they call a sexy girl you or the buy and I drain or the buy say yen chance in the platform na and yeah that platform the sign 9 musa Ghana for the hope na yen hu project yen hu teachers and so more because the Ghana for pen I say you move through Mika but no cren Mikana is you move to and then no cren because Ghana for na mama I dream on the I saw the dream here because research about say Ghana ya dream e form e bi mo enye Ghana for you na some e bi mo adwene wo form and until no you to that opportunity e dey see Ghana for e dey ka bibia na we are saying no obi kan say ade bibia ni wa ekokusi bibia ekobia edenya ekokokokoko ebetwem ba yembo mpa ise nyina ebeti ba education no kosoa memo abamu mehuzi abamu beba ubuzo obeye na nkofu di watam ya de ba memo abamu mu se why say onyankopon de bibia hye won sase wan so wo a obie ni obi tibia so won sase so oni ekwan aba yo wo na katachie frifa and ba onyankopon de ade bia hye mo nsa mu de no dino asofudie pa kese na mudi we ni asofudie o de odwene ni nua ho de odwene nyanka ho de odwene se bima ye nsu ni so kwan bi am so mefa so amenia bebe yi bia me pe ya chinkofo bi egu amena mu me pese ni yi wo efrim wo na wo ye nyankopon adwuma me kan we ashu Cries say nyankopon shira Omo ahode abetumi de ekon no ma say easy na go pon sure no mo betumi easy
yes that's it still now no de I mean for back ko so enka ho hello
hello great man
Agyapong de wada mpaja voice na kasa mai
yami adum boko se pato sa fi nothing nka
se de ye continue mo da
okay continue mo okay me best start here free isim for no one say ye nya ye nim say ye hwe history Ghana Shas no Kwame Nkrumah isim for kwan or more free education free TTO Ghana boy isim for because free education no from Kwame Nkrumah time no yen checking kosit and sana nanado ebema the whole nanado pe and wotini ama the whole Ghana enya free education fasoa isim for anya ewo Ghana no
meba edi bi efrɛ opon opon champion opesa me kan fon choma no so ma me no papa so a yesterday mo kom nkwasiafo no platform no so a endis for nkwasiasem na no mu die no ene jo Mahama mu die no wotimi kutu wo mofo masa media me mfa no age awo me bayi na no hye opesa wo stay ha be fair anya wo na wo be kire say bibi ye dey na bibi ye dey wo tire me kanom I don't know you but I don't fear you me hu okoso twetwe nkwasiasem a meto venom agu so na meka asem a be ye wo yama na akọ obusuafo so na wasua nyansa ti de meka no ebra na wo mudi mpanimfo atem no wo otimi kotu wo mofo ana me mobi nkyerɛ wo enyama me nkafo nkyerɛ me nimo bat menyama me nkafo nkyerɛ sua nyansa otiye sua nyansa pa ne sa mo nkwasea word no a tribalism no ba no bi ene na mo hunu sa word no mo adwene nya adwuma wo ye ndi sini ahwe a meka fo akyerɛ wo otiye rubbish osantima wura kura endis for unipa fi for mo kan fo kyerɛ no moa openi kasa na minti ore kasa
yo me pesa me di free isim na me de ba say wo hwɛ from Kwame Nkrumah time wa ye gi ehun fi abrofo nsam isim for NPS school fees da abesi nti na kufu ado pɛ na Ghana say ye call ye wotimi ema ubia experience ye can say free education as one say ya say yes because kai say e na omo ye campaign no omo ka so ba betwam e kire no na amanfo start say dey question omo no omo say anya no kre on say aye huhu a e ba so person omo twam na esremfo ade a Ghana ya ma esremfo no de bia esrem bi say ntokwa esrem nkwa because of ntokwanti da bia di soldier for na de omkogo no omonko free o ni nyina ye mo kesa mi hu
ade na MP for no so kra no mo biggest opposition mo transema obi kasa ade akufo ade ye nyina nationwide na omo no wo ma select a certain tribe nkwa se omo de omo fa phrases na mo te ase eno na wo bi na ye ma opposition ya
se no no
because all mining in benefit into Adena, or Mutimita for free such in one cosrim, not only any patch wine.
Meanwhile, no, and I still be a day called say, Opa, Yensha, a mamona air cost now. Yensha from Parliament in the air for the Dawson. Omo Koreans here and a Ghana Sikaran in our taxpayers in the Lithium in Nakao. Now, your sound to some symphony, also free education. Na ye jai other people no chesa udwene ho ba bia onti ase because esa NDC no the bia ombeba party ombeba so no confusion kese na si Ghana because they say we have confusion na enya start no enya mieyo afi na ne kese ye de ebeba one say Mahama bae Ghana for atimia aye refugee e wo bi man so Sida, me patrol or this is
the first time I hear witnesses such useless and nonsense things.
Ebin Sida, said Ghana for a Danny refugee or be manso. Yeah, crying your coffin for fee or be manso bar. One Ghana no and to see your mind. I didn't think I encroach for to be called a refugee or be manso. Nina, your NDC, mo Jim Bonia, mo de to aba. mo keka na ama sese Ghana for akoye adane etukofo no e wo bi man so no ye de no to nchen a ye de no to nchen a na ye see ba sese media de me kan say on say sese omo ntimi omo dwane no on say bebre ntimi ama asante ade na omo amadan ha and omo amadan because sese yes ye ni ada o I was yes ye chichi asante man ye because it you ye nianu ma omo me nim sempio na ya na ebebe for no omo ya ebe come asempa so omo nima omo no ya momo nye pampa omo muti asante no
ya on say dey hard ni say omo ma ndc for ni jimi omo saa to aba momo dada ya bia ndc for jimi omo eno na wo omo nuanu bi na abetena asante mamu no ka omo nte ase no hwe kwa ndc di mo fa so ndc jimi mo ya kwa kaso omo sibuyi
enche bia ya fa say be 30 years or 40 years actually 30 more no nyomo na yiye bi ni mo muti ono mo ya mo te say ya me pese ya pepe ni bi be gina no kaseti asante mo na mo yiye toilet se mo ni mo a mo soa anopa me fi ana efie me maame ye fie anopa no mo ba be o mo na be soa mo ensoso na no mo be tra asante mo fi se mo aponti no na mo pese mo di ni pani mi afom na mo di asante fo atem se o mo nim na tente se kokko wo bi ani mo ye gati fo so o ma nya ntse mu no mo di na check your senior biade ko ida zongo ko ready zongo ko ready o ma ye kro no mo say kro no aye ne pata se die onipa bi ka me ne ya adwene ye ma kiosa ya bo boy yi nyina o mu nyimfiri ho ko alaba akɔhwɛ kumasi finfin ba bia otumfo ankasa na ko nwasi ba bia sikadwa wo no ko area ho kɔhwɛ de o ma ye ho esu yo obi anka mo twe nti jimi ene fie na o mu timu no omu fie na hu no mo sisa no wo kwa enwan no mo ye wo mo enwan no mo ye wo fie ni mfimfin ena obi atene den na enwambuo si fie ni mfimfin ena omo say kro no so emre do say empepe for no omo nye din so omo duru asante a omo nye shut up na asante ye ne ori jama me ma story bi
we can na meta na so why me meta na so why
Okay. What am I first here?
Why? Now, you mean be watching. I mean, you almost won't be 1 minute. But time on us.
Only a corner bar. Uti for pa, Mama Yagi assistant. Bebre Agi assistant. They say I saw the cry and conquer to collection. Ubi out in fee or bomb payas in young coupon. Other than penning for more, yes, sir. And penning for no, so almost to be more mana. Omunya into let me ask you, sir. You see, Mama, about $10 billion. Waboka. Wakojiska, Abba say 10 billion. Adding 8 months, 10 billion. Adding. What are you, Mamma? No, me do Manusi. Mamma, he too.
That's it. You. Okay. Eti yemfa course nsi ahon na mam here yemfa course nsi a me no bi wa kire hon na me clear me mo so 1 minute na o ma gina kire ache but yemhwe so metima to ma I had the reason so yeta asem yenta nipa aha akobe se control fee kokora o ma na wi o mra onu nyansa o fee oba ha no I steady hello yeah what yanka
Metumon ka papa ti say
Bokopa we dey koba faga mayenti o so kakra na yen sore so why metam na so
kakra makan say wiase no empenufu ka asem bi say abaya ye de bo techi nu eno ana ye de babo ba enti wuwu susu say mayan fa mbo techi no wo de wo de ye de abonu Mma sesi anukomu bu na wosu mu onfa mbo de aye de babo.
That's right.
Woman de bobo because one mama sesi ankwala no obi anani atra ninton.
That's right.
Na adeko so amaka say assemblies of God do penin na osiso no. No so enough. Enti mo okoso no se wanka onu nebusia ni moja fi ho.
Yeti kasa
ni moja fi ho enti se office Mahama no oye wo de mamen kasa ye papa Mahama no se owo ni dim nti so on kasa bobo ye ina ye ti so obobo ye ina ye ti so Sa so da no simo na nimpa no sesia obi anya baby nda na so ofi se oba soro honto ntum nka na asama ebobo ye nyina ye ti so because momu ukrom na yakun but nka kakra na muwo wa kan wa na atum na opanyin bia ofi obia wa kan na na atum no abeya ye di bo techi no ye de babo ba kakra meka ni
me da se pa me da se
hello enti mo ko tu no
Aheba.
Aha, fa kakra so so mami.
Be ba chance of mami no on ne.
Wa wi una wo kasa me enko.
Oh.
O TV ne so reduce volume ne kasa mami.
Ti se official Mahama no.
Be ba cho
What the main kasa ya papa Mahama no.
O TV na reduce volume no why? O TV no.
Bin so TV o hemba.
Ye na ye ti so.
Okay. Mami here. I'm some friend of you. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, let's say.
Good evening. Nyami adumo, there isn't.
Okay, wait, faka crash also na yan continue.
Yo, be that say. My, yeah, friend, minister. Mama, ye, nipa bonifu, and grasini, and oya mutum banza. Because ni krom for eko security fuji wo obi krom enya ne ferry as a president eya ni mugasi eyi position na obetena no oko enya ne dia o jifri obi ntenti no ohun su no ohun su ya domi mama no ho bechi no said na me kan na send you audio makasa gusupa ya domino nani su bechi no papa adc su ebi si wo not that sa Boliban boy problem this is first time yes because onyame pese obe gu nani masinti na odi tutu sad problem na ba no opese odi be gu asantefo so na nyame atua no ka so what you say nyame na atua Mahama ka sa na opese nka asantefo ni akanfo opese obe sem ntem so what you say opese odi wo beba ena nyame adane agu ni krom so nyame betua no ka o me dia ya kan ya si position no ya dia ama no but onya ne enhwe untumi nya dia wo ma umbe yenso nya wusi hey nanim grasi na mae no ho bechi no afede ohun so ye mpaye be e wajirim na Ghana fo na ya mama say no adie de obema de e wajirim nya mpaye bo na ebe ma watumi ahwe wa busuafo so what you say so what you say na Mahama onanim begu asi o onya hu hwe nyame betua ne ka asama odi aba Ghana no nyame betua ne ka na Ghana fo bre na ti o masem igo me say mama onya hu yo o se obesaya santefo intem akamfo
yo yate
adi obeso obeyama akamfo no me ka kire really long time say mama ba oba no oba asantefo akamfo so obe divide mo na nyame betua no ka wa hu de akoye onye hu ye so wan fiesie muntam na wan freedom ahuni achi na wan ye bibia kama ni krom sa na wo mo bebre enye na nim grasi se president krom wo mo ko sikiri fuji wo another country oye nim grasi nipa oye mutum banza sha Allah ya isa wan ma ye krom wo anim grasi Ghana anim grasi nyese nofness nkwa who say yeah that is the whole Ghanaians wo kuya ni masi mama wani mbegu asi wabusuafo wo mo ani njida mama me makacha osa akonwa no obetena so wani njida there is a masani audio by 3 days ago minim sa oti ya domino nothless mirwa half ya domino me enough but me a pepe ninti your group
no
ya domino me chino me ba wasi wan
mama me da say pa
na nyame hye ye funu awo ye pe muso mema na ye wukwa na yakoda bobo ye nyame sure
me da say pa say we srem ni na wo hu say ye nta srem ni na mu ade Mahama ye srem fo no enye ese ye ka me da say pa
nya boni pa show who kwa show bi kro mu refugee nkrofo bu baby na ye show mu who want cause said you for man for food Arab for Ghana was catching Arab for Ghana was catching Arab for Shishani mu people kind shishani mu
yanto aso china me da se pa why me da se
okay me da se so me so
okay mama for last caller we know son kakakra hello yeti o ba jo boko de ye fa kakra so tenti boy
me wa sem bi sabi kakra masem bi sanis adenti na ye komo fo mo hia obi o ya Africa ni o se menia as me ntisa obi afre Ghana ni se bia menia da especially alatafo e ana Ghana fo mo so alatafo na
ade ya no mo yes o mo kana say
menia yenia no
aka ya ba say nyina ya sha se ni trimu ye den yes ye nyina ye kra ija sa ne ma ne
ba be me ntisa obi evian ka kwa obi an kate bia menia santini da
nti bi da famsa kan fo na ya ne be pesa de yam say as ye hu ye hu say obi aye nua sana
ana no musoro wo mo na because me so mo ka bibi da
ya de ai you say as ye pedodo nti no say asantefo no ni akanfo na so
afi de wo mo tisa na edoso wo mo tisa minia ye nia we so mo susu mu ye say wo mo ye wo mo nia ana second what that Mahama so pese bia obi atisa won atendie no mu dia no mo mpa achewe wo mo nya be pa achewe dia so ka daga na
bibi na ejeje no ntia
so bi o dia kwa na ja wo kasa se bia wo pa Ghana fo achew atendide e ba ye wo no ne de oka ye ne nkofo de oka obi apancha afa na o to another step no obi achewa se na so ka say what you think of what me yanka hwe na de oba se obi susu enye ne force se nja dia no odene
oye nya atwom pa
me hu na me hu tere osite but Ghana for na so mu jade enso se si agofo mo tukwan yo alata fo begum na mo so Ghana for so susu firi ko no mu chese enema bi won wonti ase ti na nyame na emo o man Ghana why me da so na nyame flower bye
ye fa course ne si ase ye fa course si MC am obi aka bi won ye MC aka last person bi ore me mo no so kakakra na ono so kakakra so hello chambo yoboko
hello what is here
also for kakra so
we dey get best 2 minutes bi am wasi for abre me how ko ma just fit one we start here na eti wada wo ma me tie fu na bi aka bi aye fa jo ma ye ka kire no onya nkwase asem na wo ye ne nsemfu na wo die no nim se fina de da no sa kwa no UK ana ni tiri kubu se ayi friends python koso no oni do mama mi muwa bi no mi ko di asante yene ni asante fo ni ada ahemfo na tem mu tell ni ba be wuni na Mahama wo do sa ko ka atendidi ni se nya ya me bo dwe nchenchenche mu nso wiase bi muwa ani ti fo no mi ko bi no hena mi di si fo mi nkochi o tena meto aso kakra me ba mu ene die ni mu a ya me soro ma me fa nwuram wo a wuni na wo de wo sa be ka ready show okrona ena say we King Germany any yahini ya o kamo wo woni na do sa be kan mo pa wo be ka kwase so ma to ka so wo broko wo me se wo wasifo nyina me dia to nyama ne kunne be yam e be dim hu mo say yes spiritual wo ba bi moa mo nko go to ibo yin no nko na mo nko fa nko ye yi moa wo woni na do sa be ka sa so fo we mo e dey just from asu metena se 7 days ma yam waduma mo ne mo jo ma ni tiri se kokoso no ohe ba mi do sie ya
ya yento aso kira ya da se enti abuza ya mo bia kana dwen nti hide the reason so ya dwena asem asa na yakan we no Mahama no wo yenya atwom sa president wi na koda yi mu de munti asema na koda yi ka de ka kira amanfo ti ha se
fantofo ne yankwasiafo ye ne fantofo ye bi ye jimo fantofo ne yankwasiafo ye ne fantofo ye bi ye jimo Mpese me ko Western region. A hunter for no. Omo de Jimmy times 2. A hunter for no de. Omo Jimmy no plus 30. Western region. Omo kra de kan. Oti Elmina, oti Cape Coast, oti Commander, oti Mankasim, oti South Pond, oti Winneba, oti all the way to Asendompim. Aya Fosu Central, utu tia NDC we aboa. Kohwe omo Cape Coast wo. Omo ugu Asen ho no mo kohwe.
Right. Eti penny say deɛ wade ahwe deɛ ba fie no wɔna de enwansena ba fie na deɛ naburu ba kane no wɔna de ayɛmɔnwe no ne yɛtirimɔden baeɛ John Mahama gya nya atwemɔte wo no amamuo no deɛ yɛagye wo nsɛm but ɛsɛ wo feel the heat from the people and venom no amanfo bɛto agu so nti get ready na NDC ni bia wansua nyansa a wobɛgyimi no afei na wobɛfeel wɔ widim na yɛto venom so bɛtoa wakɔso wɔ busuafoɔ nyinaa so te aseɛ saa na me nyam pipifoɔ no bi na yɛse oh na yɛse deɛ bibi the peace council na ekufo kankan sa no so mo obiam en disbanding ne vigilante na MPP for leadership ya yekɔkɔ masoma no mu sui o se yate ase na yɛkɔ election na NDC ye wallahi ne yatwese kan na o malusu election na o wi o masaba o enya hwegitum MPP for no mbekɔ tie achi mbesua nyansa onse Kennedy kada bia munti onse afi no musua nyansa menya sa nkrofo no bia o aha meme obi nyame bone ma me nkase me de che no na meme okwa me fa so me metua wo ka bone ni bi see ade bia NDC ye ya Mahama ba power no one ne yere na busuafo will feel the same heat na venom no ye beto no kwa bebre so ho nti wonye ready why na sa National Peace Council no mo nyina mo ye bogus mo nyina DC bi mo ya we do ma hene ne ma wo ye nyina no National Society sentiment kan hwe enya afi na mo behunu nyansa mo ba ye be keka fo akere mo nti montiase John Mahama na power NDC power na ya bona do so a se kutu egu ho ye pa de bi ye be yibi na ye wo kwan ye fa so ye be sone so na ye de awura Mahama ni ase ama na ni na onse Mahama na ni ye kokko pa ho ye be ma na ye call get ready ye nu ba bia o ye busumi ngotwepe ye nko ba bia why aha nti NDC ni so a so ye strong no o ba no waka se me so me pese me o pese wo meet me nya aboa ne kwase ya wo me ba ma ye ready eja bibia nti wo me afi na me be ya aboa ne kwase wo se bia me we area ha me ye strong me pese me chi ya na me ma location kama ne ye hia ne ahwede o pese o didi no no nkwan so ho nti nya afi na mo jimi ni ye mo fansi nchen me pe NDC ne wo ye strong na nko afisi 101 enya afi ne be ya aboa ne kwase bia ye fansi ase ho abusia no water can quench the fire. Asam ni yeba ye be kan se de tie no mutimi nyehwe. Eti yemfansi a na yento aso kina. Ya no hye page na afi no aba. Ohima ba awo afi no aba ohima ba na no se ye da ase wa chede no wa ye da ase pa. Ohima ba wo no no. Yenche busia na Proud Africa wo ya yentene nka ye nua yi. O hwa wo de give ya kwhye ba bi no. Doris of na Proud way bronze mass ye tene nka che ya mo nche no my why. Ma Patricia ye da mu nyina mo se. Queenie osi ya mo like video no na first Taylor so yete nka che ya mo nchecha no my why first ye da se babia obia why ya me ntonka Joseph Boa Alex Fenin thank you I had the reason so only one show pe ye critical analysis will be antimi nya hwe a class me chia pa abuzi mo wase onyina ye chia mo ye fancy na ye nto aso china no share the my why na obetimi a share on subscribe to the channel for us Lady Tyan Lady, I salute you. Na, Madam Wase, you better also another day.